YouTube, hello, welcome to the tavern. My name is Drell, I'm your tavern master. Welcome on in, pull up a chair, grab a drink, and let's enjoy today's episode of Honkai Impact 3rd, episode 47, Dreamlike Carnival. For context, this episode was initially recorded July 29th, 2024, and in it, we start the Schicksal Work Guide, which was a sort of event. That was like a longer event to sort of give a lead up into a new Teresa battle suit that was coming out next patch, I believe. After which we do just a tiny bit of tiny bit of new Atra moon exploration before we dive back into our playthrough of chapter 34 of the part 1 story of Honkai Impact 3rd. We finish off the Destinies Collide Act, which is Act 1, and then we get about halfway through Act 2, named Her Beacon. But yeah, we're still moving through the Moon's Origin and Finality chapter. The missions are getting longer, so I'm not getting through them as quickly as I used to. But yeah, some big stuff kind of happens in today's episode. I hope y'all are looking forward to it. And I hope you'll enjoy today's episode. If you do enjoy today's episode, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you're notified when new episodes come out. And if you want to catch my streams live, you can follow me on Twitch through the link down below in the description. Past that, hope you all enjoy, and I will see you all at the end. See you later.
Captain on bridge.
Hello and welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing well today. It is I, Drail, your tavern master, and hope you all are doing well. Also, hey cats. I'm dying. How do editors not go insane? Are you still editing YouTube videos? Oh dear. I need to start editing some of my videos. Well, some of my VODs that I've downloaded and post them on YouTube. Perfect. Yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing well today. I should listen to these birthday things. Maybe we'll listen to some before the end of the stream. Schicksal Work Guide. If you think the more work you do, the better, you're sorely mistaken. Oh dear. Ooh. This is a cute little summer beach outfit for Prometheus. Nice. Maybe I'll start that today. That's weird. How do you do the light system here? Oh. Okay, that's why. I wouldn't do it if my PC wasn't dying. Gotcha. Well, hopefully things pick up a little bit for you. Oh, hold on. Technically, it's a new version, so... Oh, I already got it. Never mind. Well, I'm not going to get this outfit, sadly. Although, I do want it. But this is an outfit you have to pay to win to even try to unlock, so... I could get some time capsule stuff. That'd be easy. I already got everything for lanterns, so I don't need to worry about that. Bronya Shadow. How's your day going otherwise, Cats? Is it going okay? Are you kidding me? Fuck. Really? Oh, that's some shit. That's terrible. That sucks. Well, hell. Should've bought everything I could with the last of that. Hey, Outsketch, how you doing? What's this? Oh, is it a new online event thing? Oh no, it's an article. What? Oh, I see. Pretty good. Saw the new Deadpool film. Oh, nice. How'd you think? I've heard people say that it's been pretty good. Let's see. Schicksal Work Guide. Let's check out this really quick. The new event that just started. We'll open that and see the intro and whatnot, and then we'll get into the actual story. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I think this editing has given me brain rot because I can hardly remember what I was doing before this. Oh, I see. Well, hopefully it comes back to you, but if you need to take a break, take a break. Let your brain refresh, so to speak.
ねえ、数えきれないほどの財産、優しい家族、楽しい毎日を手にした人はまだ仕事をする必要があるのかしら。ありますよ。
Poor Teresa. Would she still be buried in work? Yeah. Damn it. It was good. You could tell the plot was designed around jokes and cameos. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm so happy. I've been yearning for someone to teach me how to perform better at my job, and now I'm here with Teresa-sama. How frustrating. How frustrating. All I did was mention how I wanted a bit of help, and now I'm stuck with a billion-dollar heiress who doesn't need to work for the rest of her days, yet insists on being an employee. Wait, Susanna's an heiress? Teresa-sama, when did we start learning the tricks of the trade? Are you really that eager to get to work? She's so tired. Look at the bags under her eyes. Yes, my carelessness often causes all sorts of trouble for people. Even today, I made a lot of mistakes while working overtime. So I closed my eyes and made a wish. Oh, great God of work, please teach me how to do my job well. Then when I opened my eyes, I found myself here. But where is this place? It certainly doesn't look like anywhere in Schicksal that I know of. You finally notice. Listen, I don't know how you got here, but this isn't the Schicksal church you remember. This is the ideal world I crafted. The worlds and regulations here represent what I consider the ideal environment, the pinnacle all workers should strive for. Ideal world. So I'm not in Schicksal, but a completely different world. That's right, getting scared, are you? This is incredible. The god of work must have heard all my call and brought me here to learn the secrets of working for me, Teresa-sama. Alright, then please assign me some tasks. It seems that you don't fully grasp the seriousness of the situation. Since you aren't an employee here, even if you do work for me, I can only pay you minimum wage. That's okay. In fact, I don't need any salary. I already have a hard time spending all the money I make at home. Oh my god. I forgot her family is chock full of gemstone magnets. But if you don't need a salary, why are you here? Are you being forced by your family? Yeah, my family said that if I didn't learn the value of an honest day's work, they'd make me go back and inherit the family business. Just thinking about it sends shivers down my spine. Isn't work just as intimidating a proposition, though? Work can be scary, too, but thinking about how it'll allow me to show my worth gets rid of any fear I'd have otherwise. Alright, enough. You have no idea what real work is. I know that. That's precisely why I want your guidance, Teresa-sama. I like her little leg warmers here. They're cute. Also, I think something I want to try to do more with like my art is do what they did here, to where they give you the outline of the forms, but where you see like the creases and whatnot, it's done only by shading. I still use some like lines to do where the creases are, but if I can get it to where I can do just the shading to represent the creases and like folds and whatnot, that'd be great. I'm gonna have to try doing that more often soon. Good grief, what is this girl? I can't get through to her at all. Fine, having some help can't be at all that bad. I'll give her some tasks and show her what real work is. Alright, if you insist. Does this mean you'll take me under your wing, Teresa-sama? Consider this a small test. I'll show you the ropes and teach you the proper way to work. Fair warning, though, it won't be a walk in the park. Bring it on, I can't wait. Alright, your first task is to bring me my phone that's charging. Your first task, grab my phone. This is a cute outfit they made for her. I also like that it has, what's the word? It has a sleep mask on the side. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Yeah, it kind of is very simple and like light. Oh hey, I know this room. It's been recolored and reskinned and moved around a bit, but this is basically the room for the office in the Elysian realm. Well done. Next, open the cabinet on the right and give me a bowl of instant noodles. Instant noodles? Okay. Great job, Susanna. This time, not only did you pull it off flawlessly, but also gained Teresa-sama's trust. This is a perfect start. Keep it up. Still. Does Teresa-sama's way of working really involve playing on her phone? Amazing. Whenever I unlock my phone, I am immediately distracted. I always end up losing focus and making mistakes. Those distractions must be nothing to a professional like Teresa-sama. Oh wait, I should turn the game volume up a little bit. There we go. Oh, another thing I forgot to check. Hold on. It's gonna be reset, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. I don't know what causes that. God damn it. But how? How does Teresa manage to work with just her phone? I'm dying to know how she does it. If only I could see with my own eyes. Get closer and examine it. Can't see anything from this angle. Maybe changing positions will help. But what about her instant noodles? Almost got a clear view. According to the recent studies, drinking more water during work hours can reduce work-related stress. Drinking water can be an excuse to fetch a drink and a reason to use the restroom. It makes perfect sense. This is truly a groundbreaking discovery. Today, Project Bunny 19C made an important speech. Learning to talk and walk upright is a major regression for rabbits. What? From now on, she will never speak again and will move into the zoo to live out the rest of her life like an ordinary rabbit. Turning into an ordinary rabbit means no more work. A most interesting methodology indeed. She's reading the news. Ah, I get it. Keeping up with current affairs is crucial for steering development. Many thanks, Teresa-sama, for I am now enlightened. Oh, Susanna. That is not where you should put a cup of instant noodles. Alright, next just add water and the noodles will be ready. Actual work, 5 of 7. Water is still cold. Gotta bring it to a boil first. Wait, what are you doing? Boil water for instant noodles. Who says you have to boil water for instant noodles? Just bring the kettle over. Oh no, Teresa, is she gonna pour cold water into the instant noodles? Oh no. This is a travesty of the highest order. What is Teresa-sama doing right now? Just 1 point ahead of you. Let's see what you do. She's playing games? Could Teresa-sama have already finished today's work? Such efficiency! I can't slack off either. Better get back to work. Just pour the water. Oh, I hate it. Teresa-sama, I still don't get it. Doesn't using cold water mean it'll take longer for the noodles to cook? That's the whole point. Think about it. When you're making instant noodles, aren't you on a break from work? God, look at how tired she is. Using boiling water means a shorter break time, not to mention the possibility of scalding your mouth. I get it now. Teresa-sama is teaching me that work, like making noodles, requires patience. Rushing things will only come back to bite you. I see now. Thank you for the lesson. Is now the time to get in the right mindset and start working? Precisely. To get the most comfortable workday when you simply need to.
スマホを置いて、アイマスクをつけて、ソファーに寝転がって、退屈な待ち時間を満喫するな。
じゃあ、もし今仕事が来たらどうするんですか？
そんなの来ないわよ。
新しい仕事の依頼が届きました。
なんですって
That was a cute little animation. Teresa, okay, it's time to sleep. What if work comes up? Work won't come up. Work came up. Ah, fuck. Wait, what's this? I thought I was on Do Not Disturb. Why am I still getting a work reminder? When I went to grab your phone, I thought I'd accidentally turned on Do Not Disturb mode, so I turned it off. I didn't mess up, did I? You did. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I should have known that someone as meticulous and dedicated as you would already have everything planned out to the letter, even before any requests came in. Unlike me, who's always missing work requests and has to keep an eye on my notifications. I merely didn't want to deal with all those tedious tasks. That's why I turned on Do Not Disturb mode. My excuse was supposed to be I never saw the message, which would buy me a few more days. Now they can clearly see I've read the messages but not responded. I had no choice but to do work. I'm sorry for causing trouble. It's only been a few minutes and she's already added an entire month's worth of work on my schedule. Heaven help me, I really can't afford to have her stick around much longer. It's okay, Susanna, don't be too hard on yourself. You've already done so much to help me. Judging by your performance, you're 100% qualified worker. Even better than me, perhaps. Huh? Am I really that good? Yes, really. In fact, I don't think there's anything more I could possibly teach you. You can head back home. But I don't think I can go back. What? I ended up here because I made a wish to learn how to do my job well. Since I can't go back, doesn't that mean I still have a lot to learn? I'll never get this girl out of my hair. The requester already sent someone to follow up. Huh? What's this? I see. So that was the work request. The first step of that great plan. Huh? What plan? Something I've been developing for years. Unfortunately, due to a lack of energy, it's been on hold all this time. I didn't have it in me to start because it'd be too exhausting, but now I can have her do it for me. Things are different now, however. With your help, this plan is officially underway. So, I really helped you? You certainly have. In fact, I plan to have you continue executing this plan. In other words, you are now the first person in charge of this project. Really? I'm so honored that you have so much faith in me. That's not it. I can trust her with this plan because it's entirely driven by my personal interests. If it succeeds, I'll be free from the overseer's duties. Even if it fails, it'll be no harm, no foul. Plus, she'll have a hell of a time trying to take all this on and eventually realize just how naive she is. After a while, even if she still can't return to her original world, she won't even think about pestering me with work anymore. Either way, I come out smelling like roses. Don't worry, Teresa-sama, I won't rest on my laurels. Please, tell me the plan. I'll give it my all. I promise. I won't make a mess of things. The perfect employee creation plan. Welcome to the Schicksal Work Guide, Captain. Press start to get going. What on earth? Ah, fresh air. It's such a lovely day today. Yes, perfect for working. What are you talking about? Just thinking about handling work requests on a day like today makes rain clouds appear on the horizon. Really? The animals in the distance don't seem too worried about it. Animals? Yeah, over there. They're waving at us. Hey, hi there. I'm Susanna. Susanna enthusiastically waves towards the distance, receiving equally enthusiastic roars in response. Ah. Do you hear that? They're responding to me. Susanna, stop that! What's wrong? You just took on more work! Huh? No time to explain. Follow me, quick! Oh, that's a cute little chibi. Sorry, one second. My freaking Discord was blowing up. A collaborative ranged character. Tap the one on the lower right to change movement speed. Give it a try. Sprinting. Susanna followed Teresa hurriedly to where they had just seen the animals, only to find a peculiar-looking creatures holding work request forms. Oh, these are monsters? Oh no. I can't believe this. I just made it to the Far East branch and work monsters are already waiting for me? Not only that, but you've accepted their requests. Work monsters? Sorry, but I'm not sure I follow. I forgot you're new here. I can see why you'd be confused. Surely you at least know that it's common for work to be left unfinished. Oh, sure. Even though I always make a detailed work plan, there is always be something unexpected to cause delays. Any work requests that aren't completed on time and aren't taken over by someone else eventually come back to haunt you. So, unfinished work eventually turns into monsters that come back for revenge? Exactly. Like right now. By greeting them, you've essentially accepted their requests. Now we have to deal with them. Oh no, I usually don't quiver at the idea of work, but the thought of facing these monsters makes my legs go weak. Fear not. After they turn into monsters, they're actually easier to deal with. You just knock them out. Besides, this is a good chance for me to teach you some work techniques. Are you going to get involved, Teresa-sama? Nope, the first lesson I'm going to teach you is whoever accepts the request does the work. Huh? But I'm the one who accepted the request, and I'm no fighter. That's a lie. You're a fighter, Susanna. Don't worry, we have this imaginary work device. Imaginary work? It's a tool for dealing with work monsters. It references your colleagues' work records to take down the monsters. Alright, take it and go defeat those monsters. Good luck! With imaginary work, we can dispatch employees to engage in turn-based combat against work monsters. Hello?
ええ、来ました。
仕事に戻るの？
Alright.
もう少し休みましょう。仕事に戻るの？もう少し休みましょう。
Select employees and assign actions for them to perform. Joint. It's a joint mark that lasts for 2 rounds. Joint mark during your...
残業は悪い習慣よ。
ええ、来ました。
By the way, double tap on an enemy to cast skills that work on enemies. Tap this enemy again to have Susanna use Little Bear Starts work.
じゃじゃーん。
もう休みなさい。あ、仕事に戻るの？もう少し休みましょう。疲れたよ。
ええ、来ました。ごめんなさい。
Phew. It's nice not having to do this myself. Maybe this plan really will succeed. But am I being too cruel tossing Susanna in the deep end like this straight away? Then again, every worker needs to go through this. This will be a brutal learning experience for her, but it will make her give up this pointless obsession with work. She must be looking at me for comfort now. Susanna, this is the first time completing a task here. Do you feel your heart racing? Yeah. Feeling dizzy and short of breath? Of course! Don't worry, that's perfectly normal. Work is naturally exhausting, draining, and miserable. Exciting, invigorating, and inspiring. What? Let me feel your forehead. Your temperature is normal. No fever. This version of Teresa cannot imagine enjoying work. Susanna's like, what's wrong with you? Teresa can't handle her. Don't worry about me, I'm perfectly fine. This is a valuable lesson. Whoever causes the problem has to resolve it. Once you decide to take on the task, you must see it through to the end. And with that mindset and encouragement you gave me, I overcame my fear and defeated the work monsters. My heart is pounding and my mind is a blur. I can't believe I actually did it. It's all thanks to your guidance, Teresa-sama. Thank you so much. Huh, I didn't expect such enthusiasm. Susanna, if you have any questions, speak up. You mustn't overexert yourself. You have many more work monsters to face, so don't wear yourself out right at the beginning. I'm not pushing myself, I swear. I'm just so glad to be helpful. Are there really that many work monsters? Yes, the world's overrun by... It's almost overrun by them by now. You mean work monsters are taking over the world? But the total workload exceeds people's abilities. An untold number of work monsters will take over, forcing everyone to become work slaves, laboring day and night without rest. Huh. I really want to be a competent employee, but being forced to work every day sounds super scary. Indeed, that's why Schicksal Corporation has been resolving various work-related issues for generations, fighting work monsters, and thereby maintaining world stability. Wow, this sounds like being the guardian of the world. Can I say to the leader of Schicksal, the overseer is the bane of all work? That used to be the case, but everything changed after my grandfather passed away unexpectedly. Is it Oto-sama? Is it Otto-sama? The legendary overseer who turned Schicksal into a leading global company? Yes, Otto Apocalypse, the only person in Schicksal's history who could truly be called a perfect worker. Under his leadership, Schicksal went from a small, failing company to the most formidable global enterprise this world has ever seen. For 500 years, we successfully suppressed work monsters. It sounds extraordinary, but how did such a person come to die unexpectedly? He was researching some technology to revive people and died from overworking. Without any succession plans in place, the position of overseer was passed on to me. I see. But I'm sure you've done a great job since taking over. Everyone says you're just as good as Otto. Unfortunately, a good reputation doesn't make the job any easier. Although my grandfather was far from being a good man, he could work for 108 hours straight without any shut-eye. He could handle 56 tasks simultaneously without making a single mistake. He was tirelessly passionate and wholly dedicated to his work. That kind of work ethic is impossible for most people to replicate. After he passed away, the enormous workload he left behind exhausted me both mentally and physically. I haven't even had a decent night's sleep for the past few years. No wonder you look a bit tired, Teresa-sama. You've had it really tough. Not just a bit, so I came up with a new method. If I can delay requests, I don't have to start work until later, and if work hasn't started, it can't be overdue, and the monsters won't appear as quickly. But you just ruined all of that in an instant. I'm sorry, Teresa-sama, I messed up again. Oh. It's okay, it's not your fault. My method was never meant to be long-term. If we don't find a way to well and truly resolve work, the requests will continue to exist and we'll have to take care of them one day. Therefore, only by creating the perfect employee capable of handling all the work for me can I truly be free. Got it, just tell me what to do and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool your jets, I've told you, keep your expectations low. After combing through the data from my grandfather's old experiments, I found a way to create the perfect employee. We need a flawless piece of solium and a heart that loves work. That flawless solium was stored by my grandfather at the Far East branch as the grand prize for the annual party. We're actually here to help with that exact meeting. That's the task you just accepted. But it's the middle of the year. Isn't it too late for the annual party? No, the annual party hasn't been held for several years. We simply combine it with the past few years' meetings and save ourselves a whole bunch of trouble. According to the contact information on the request, the person in charge of the annual party should be right up ahead. Let's go find her. You must be exhausted after finishing your first battle. While battling, you gain some work experience and increase your work team's level. This is your work team's level. You can earn work XP by taking on missions and battling. We reached level 2 and unlock the Expectation Management Gloves ability. Tap it to claim it. You can lift an object one tile in front. Objects that can be lifted have a blue light underneath. Tap a character button on the upper right corner to view all usable employees. Tap here to level up Susanna first, especially since she is such a passionate worker. All employees' stats go up. When an employee reaches a certain level, they will also unlock a new series of passives, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. Now you can keep exploring. Cute. The path ahead is blocked by boxes. These are work boxes. Because so many tasks weren't completed on time, they piled up everywhere, eventually preventing any other work from progressing. I didn't expect such a formidable challenge right off the bat. Leave it to me, Teresa-sama. When it comes to moving things, no one's better than me. Wait! How much do these things weigh? I can't budge them an inch. I told you not to rush. You're taking this all too seriously, so it's no wonder you can't move it. Try again with those gloves I gave you. Okay. Susanna put on the gloves Teresa gave her, proceeding to lift an entire box overhead with minimal effort. It's light as a feather now. Are these magical gloves that increase your strength? No, they are expectation management gloves. They merely lowered your expectations of the box's weight. They didn't make you super strong, they just made your perception of the box super small. Huh? Don't look so confused. When your expectations are lowered, so are the demands placed upon you. What previously seemed impossible becomes achievable. In other words, I didn't actually get stronger, it's the requirement to move the boxes that was lowered? Exactly. Don't start work with high expectations, otherwise you'll only end up suffering. You'll do well to remember that. That's funny. That's not correct. Oh, the person helping with the year-end party arrived. Oh, it's May. Let's see. The person who filed the request, branch director, right in May, should be here. Teresa Sama, we found her. May took off her headphones, put down her slushie, and hastily stood up from her chair. May, it's been a while. Overseer, you're here. Who's your friend? Susanna, our new hire. I thought I'd bring her along to get the full work experience, so she's here to help with the annual party. Nice to meet you. Welcome. How are things progressing with the meeting? Since I'm the director of the Far East branch and the representative of the Far East branch company, I've already set the venue and notified everyone. However, don't worry, it's normal to have issues, just tell me. As you know, the tasks ahead of us are numerous and challenging, and everyone is struggling. The way in which we work is flawed as well. We need help. Understood. That's why I brought Susanna along. She'll help everyone with their tasks, and I'll supervise. Leave it to me. Just then, a voice shouted from the distance. May, Branch Director May, are you here? I need you. Huh? What a loud voice. Who is that? She's a recent recruit responsible for finding the head chef. She just graduated, but as I mentioned earlier, she's got a bit of an attitude problem, so everyone considers her a problem employee. Perfect. I'll have a chat with her before we get back down to business. Problematic employee. Uh-oh. Someone's actually in my way, huh? Hey, a new employee has joined the team. Is her weapon a spatula for the grill? Work monsters have appeared again. Defeat them together with Branch Director May. Characters of stronger types deal more damage. Characters of weaker type deal less damage. Okay, so cooperative beats efficient. Efficient beats honest. And honest beats cooperative.
"仕事に戻るの？もう少し休みましょう。残業は悪い習慣よ。
ええ、来ました。じゃじゃーん。みんなの期待を裏切らないわ。
Single target range increases single.
ボーナスの時間ね。ええ、来ました。
もう休みなさい。
かすり傷です。かすり傷です。
仕事に戻るの？もう少し休みましょう。疲れたよ。
ええ、来ました。
疲れたよ。
みんなの期待を裏切らないわ。あなたがもらうべきものよ。すっきりしました。かすり傷です。
仕事に戻るの？もう少し休みましょう。
ええ、来ました。ごめんなさい。
Oh, my eye. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Go to the sounds, the source of the sound. What's in here? I can't go in there. Okay. Oh, they're patrolling. When encountering unsupervised work monsters, you can choose to defeat them for rewards or quietly avoid them. There are work monsters wandering the maps, and the red tiles indicate their field of vision. After winning a battle, you can gain work experience and hand puppets identical to the Overseers.
"仕事に戻るの？まあ少し休みましょう。残業は悪い習慣よ。
ええ、来ました。やっ、
疲れたわ。
みんなの期待を裏切らないわ。
もう休みなさい。仕事に戻るの？まあ少し休みましょう。もう休みなさい。
I didn't expect it to die so quickly. Let's level up. There we go. Everyone's up to level 3. Oh, you know what? I want to make May the Explorer. I did it. I opened the door. Oh, it's Senti? About time you shut up. I've been sitting here twiddling my thumbs for ages. What's next? Just give me a task. There's nothing the Hersher of Sentience can't handle. This is the employee I mentioned earlier, the Overseer. The Overseer. I can't believe I'm meeting the Overseer so soon after joining the company. Must be because of my top-tier performance. I knew someone of my caliber would shine anywhere. Overseer, it's an honor to meet you. If you've come all this way to see me, it must be because I'm the Employee of the Year. You're the problem employee May mentioned? Huh? Problem employee? What is this slander? I work with the utmost diligence. How could I be anything less than the perfect employee? May, tell me what she's done. She was late once last month. What? She's as strict as ever. This reminds me, I was late 3 or 4 times this month, but because I got caught up in reading novels. No more slacking off for me. I need to be more like Teresa-sama. You were late only once? This work attitude is truly unforgivable. Huh? Not only that, she only took a fifth of the free snacks and afternoon tea available, far less than her colleagues. This is worse than I thought. Worse still, she recruited a head chef for the annual party within a month. When she was given a year to do so, she lazed about for a mere month, and now she's hounding me non-stop for the past 3 days, asking for more work. That's terrifying. We can't allow this situation to continue. Senti, come with me. Huh? Me? Wait, what does this have to do with me? Still feigning ignorance about the error of your ways? Alright, let me teach you the qualities of an outstanding employee should possess. Educating a problem employee with such bearing, could it be? No, wait, are you sure about this? Let go of me. Now, do you see where you went wrong? Is this really something a newbie like me should be seeing? Air conditioning, sofas, oversized pillows, comics, soda, and snacks. Senti's like, what do you mean you're relaxing? Everything was within arm's reach. Teresa looked at the Hersher of Sentience pinned on the soda, her face full of anticipation. So, how do you feel? Feel? Ah, I get it. You're testing my willpower. Is that it? Ha! As the Hersher of Sentience and future Employee of the Year, such facile decadence won't corrupt my soul. A decadent lifestyle, a corrupted soul. I finally understand. This is what my previous life was like. Spent in a hedonistic days. Are you going through all this for me, Teresa-sama? Forget it. Let's try a different approach. Senti, let me ask you, What is the purpose of our work? Do you even have to ask? It's to achieve our dreams. And what is your dream in life? To become stronger and work better? Hold on, something seems off. See, that's the problem. Your goal was misguided from the start, so you're only ended up going in circles. Huh? Then tell me, what is the purpose of work? To never work again, naturally. Fine. Financial freedom, ample leisure time, isn't that the ultimate goal of every worker? Huh? Then why come here to work at all? Exactly, that's the question you should be asking yourself. Me? Look at all this. No clocking in, endless snacks and drinks, virtually no work assignments. For ages, people have tirelessly struggled day and night to escape the demon they call work and enjoy a life like this during their ever so fleeting breaks. Meanwhile, you've enjoyed these privileged conditions from the very beginning. So why do you feel the need to work at all? You're right. You're absolutely right. Teresa on the negative grind set. Teresa on the I haven't slept well in 3 years. I need a break mindset. Only by not working do you realize that work is meaningless. Overseer, you're truly a guiding light of the Schicksal Corporation. It's all perfectly clear to me now. Wow, Teresa-sama showed this problem employee the error of her ways in no time. She's so amazing. My guiding beacon. Teresa on the I just want to relax and do nothing like mindset, and then Susanna's just like, she's the best employee I've ever seen. I must write down every word Teresa-sama says. So has maxims to live by. Senti, tell me, what have you learned? For example, about your tardiness? What tardiness? I call that reasonable time management. Every minute late is extra money made without working. We must cherish our lives and never arrive at work on time. And what about the company's free snacks and afternoon tea? What belongs to the company belongs to me as well. I'll take as many of those expensive items as I can. I'll start the workday with a glass of milk for breakfast and end it with bags of snacks for a late night supper. Not bad, Senti. You're a fast learner. Keep up this attitude and soon you'll become a model employee. Thank you, Overseer. I praise your boundless wisdom. Thanks to your enlightening words, everything is clear to me now. I must write down your advice to guide me in my future endeavors. Exactly, I need to remember all that as well. Did you finally catch my drift, Susanna? Yes, if you don't have clear professional goals, you'll lose your sense of direction and wind up going in circles. You must treat business like you do pleasure and integrate it into every detail of your life so you do not lose yourself. Is that it? It's incredible that you could explain such a complex idea in such simple terms, Teresa-sama. How in the world did you come to that conclusion? Forget it. Senti has been working for a while and is gradually understanding the essence of work. As a new employee, you still have much to learn. No problem, Teresa-sama. Whether it's organizing the annual party or any other task, you can count on me. Speaking of the annual party, May, you said Senti already recruited a head chef? Correct. One look at her resume and it was clear that she was the perfect candidate for a head chef. Her skills are particularly tailor-made for our company. Oh, what makes her so special? She's a master at tossing wok. Hey, Senti's joined the crew. Get to work. You find the Hersher of sentience. This is so goofy and I love it. I hate pulling weeds, especially if it's hot outside. Steamed bread for $1. Okay. I think we'll call this little event here for the day. May, level 3, go. And then we'll get into the actual story. Oh no. so there's 7 more cutscenes. Oh, is Kiana the chef? We'll find out next time. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, the event itself is lasting for another 38 days, so it's good. But for now... Did I do this already? I did not. There we go. Before we get into the game itself, I'll save that. I'm gonna do 1 10 pull for Sungcha. So let's do that, and then we'll get into the story. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Not a super great pull, but not like bad. Ooh, let's see the new outfit for Gracio.
Lock on.
It makes it do like a movie. Come here. Alien guard purification. Summon it. Boom. There we go. Tap the heart-shaped button to get a look at it.
今日のあなたの色は面白そう。スケッチしようと思うんだけど、どうかな?
This is a really good looking outfit. Also, black, red, and gold is like my favorite color scheme. Oh, and instead of it being blue, she colors in red. Oh, I need this outfit. Now that that's all done, we'll get into the actual story. Chapter 34, The Moon's Origin and Finality. Klein, what happened? Luckily, it's been foreseen. The Master Terminal can still monitor and report the status of every facility in the Sanctuary without a problem, but at a much lower accuracy and efficiency. Without a problem, but with a problem. The Master Terminal isn't just this machine we see. The wires connected to it, similar to nerve endings, have spread out over the underground of New Atra. Is it not functioning properly because of a bad wire somewhere? Yes, and apparently it's near the Sanctuary. I'll go check on it. Thank you. You can start by going around the perimeter of the Sanctuary. If you spot any anomalies, sync it with me on the mobile terminal, and I'll handle it. Cool. Huh. Thank you for the raid, cats. Much appreciated. I've apparently done none of these tasks previously, so I'll have to do that after stream. Just because that would take... Well, maybe I'll do a little bit on stream. Maybe. And this is already maxed out for the most part. Oh, it's actually filling up. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we'll just do the tasks super quick, and then we'll get into the story.
この戦闘、私たちは勝たなければいけません。
There we go.
ついてきてください。
I hate these things so much.
こちらです。かすり傷です。行動開始。行きましょう。
What the? What is? What?
行動開始。 敵は見逃しません。
Okay, that's done. Got that. Claim. Do that. We'll go over here.
行きましょう。
Okay, that's complete.
ゼーレ、目的地に向かっています。
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
ゼーレ、よっ。
またここまでです。
I would think that her, like, weapon attacks would be a lot stronger than they are, but whatever. That one's dead.
もうすぐ戦場に着きます。戦闘準備はいいですか？かすり傷です。There we go. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Okay, and she said we have to find something along the... No, I didn't want to fight you, Fox. God damn it! It's not like it's gonna carry over, so why not? Unleash everything. 雷鳴学一刀両断。 行きましょう。殺意が空気から伝わってくる。
Oh yeah, making Summer summon a dragon. I don't want to fight you.
新しい道を探しているときは周りにも気を配らなくっちゃ。
Was it telling me to come over here? Fuck that. No.
この剣を来光にして。
What's this?
行動開始。
Okay, I think I've gotten all the stuff done. And then it's gonna be like, you have some other stuff in the crater. And I'll be like, great. Okay, I can claim him here. Claim, 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 claim. Use Mark II's ultimate to take down 2 enemies. Oh, well. Whatever. Yeah, I took care of everything here. Apparently I missed something in the final crater. Oh, that's right. I have recycling docks I can do down there. Shoot.
この戦闘、私たちは勝たなければいけません。
Recycle seeks. Claim. Yes. That one. How much? Whatever.
こちらです。
And there should be one more.
周りの崩壊エネルギー反応が強い。警戒を保ってください。
There it is. Hair. I could have sworn there was one more drill down here, but maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. I'll do some more stuff off stream in this area. But for now, we'll finally get to the story. So, let's go back to the sanctuary.
この戦闘、私たちは勝たなければいけません。
And we'll go to the chapters now. And we will officially continue the story. Okay, so when we last left off, because we're back on the story now. When we last left off, Kiana and Bianca, or Durandal, saved Siegfried. And the 3 Kozlanas were finally reunited. Picking up where we left off, Kiana is about to show Durandal around the campus of Saint Freya. A while later, at the Saint Freya High School.
テレサ様、戻ってきたようです。ゲニウスのビーコンによると、3人でいらっしゃるみたいですね。
Heck yeah, they were.
こんなに早く心の準備がまだできていないのに。
I just realized I had my avatar turned off.
私もつい20分ほど前に聖フレイヤに到着したばかりですが、どうやらジークフリート様にはご立派な娘さんが2人もいらっしゃるようですね。ここからは設置したビーコンを使い、旋回一条でケビンさんから切り離したカスラナの聖魂空間を テレサ様が掌握すれば、私たちは成婚計画と終焉により一歩近づけます。
でもケビンは自ら成婚計画の断点を放棄したようなものじゃない。そうじゃなければさっき話したことをこなせるチャンスなんてないはずよ。
はい、正確に言えば最初の急増の段階が過ぎた時点で成婚計画を固定するための端点は不要になったのでしょう。角度を変えてみれば私たちの地球の奪還プランに近道はないと思います。しかしご安心ください、テレサ様。あなたはもっとメイゴさんであるお二人を信じるべきです。あちらをご覧ください。どうやら戻られたようです。
やっほー、戻ってきたよテレサ。
こんなにも早く再会できるなんて想像すらしてなかっただろ。おっと、そういやお前に紹介しておかないとな。
必要ないわ。ビアンカはセシリアの娘なのよね。
ええ。はい。
申し訳ございません、デュランダル様。長い間隠されていたとある秘密を先ほどテレサ様にお伝えいたしました。
それってつまり
どうやら問題なかったようですね。何しろデュランダル様は勇敢ですから。デュランダル様は自らお伝えしたのですね、キアナさん。
もちろん。だって天命最強のバルキリーだもん。それくらいの勇気がないとね。
キアナさん、いくらデュランダル様でもメンタル面の課題に挑むのは難しいことですよ。甘く見ないでくださいね。
I love so much how Kiana is like, oh, I already kind of respected her and all, but now that I know now that I know she's my sister, I love her even more. And she's like so pumped and hyped. It's freaking great. I love it.
しかし今の状況を考えると必要なのはテレサ様、最強のバルキリーと最強の律者のためにちょっとしたプライベートスペースを作ってみてはいかがでしょうか。
それもそうね。すぐさまセーフレイヤーがピンチに陥るようなこともないと思うし、だから今後の作戦会議を正式に開くまでは二人のキアナのために心よく時間を作ってあげましょう。そう思わない？ジークフリート。
ああ、俺たちの考えより彼女たちがお互いに確かめ合おうと思ってることの方が重要だからな。
ではどのあたりに行きましょうか。
噴水とかはどう？
いいですね。
Alright. Come on, Kiana, let's show her around St. Freya. Also, once again, I don't know why there's just a giant statue of a snake eating a pillar over there. Is that supposed to be like an allusion to World Serpent before we knew World Serpent was a thing? They're so
キア
awkward.
ナ。
こんな日が来るなんて少し突然すぎましたね。
Oh, did you see what happened there? Kiana called the Durandal Kiana.
少し前にカロスタンの教会堂で向き合った時はまだお互いのことを知ろうとしてた段階だったし、あの時初めて世界の泡での物語を教えてくれたよね。それとあんたが思う使命の意味も話してくれた。そしてすぐ後に私と同じように8歳までの記憶を失っていることを知った。
あるひどい事故で怪我を負ってしまい、その結果昔のことを全然覚えていません。他人が教えてくれた理由さえそっ くりでしたね。
Had myself muted. They were both told that they had suffered a head injury to explain why they didn't have any memories before a certain time. Durandal was told that to hide the fact that she had kind of been an experiment for Solium, and was also Cecilia and Siegfried's daughter, while Kiana had been told that to hide the fact that she was actually a clone.
それに、だからそう驚いてはいないかな。
キアナさん、あなたも私に気を使っていたんですか？あなたは私の答えを知っています。キアナはジークフリートさんの娘たちのことを指しています。しかし全くの別人で全く異なる人生を歩んでいる。そのことでいじけたりおごり高ぶったりすることなど私たちがすべき行為ではありません。
言いたいことは分かってるけど、
Whether we feel deprecated or proud of it, that's not something that we should do.
本物のキアナ・カスラナは私にとって特別な存在なんだ。空の律者はその名前を弱点だと思って私の精神を攻撃してた。でも律者コアの記憶を見ることで過去の全貌を把握したの。彼女は私に善意を示してくれた初めての人。私がその名を受け継いだのは、キアナが、彼女は私の憧れ、命の起点なの。だから嬉しかったんだ。それを本人に伝えられる機会があってありがとね、キアナ。
ありがとうございます。
それに二人のゼーレみたいに同じ名前を使うのもいいかもね。
でもみんなは慣れないでしょうね。それに記憶を失った私にとってビアンカはキアナよりもずっと大事な名前です。それは私が選んだ名前で最初の仲間でもあります。数々の海を渡り世界を定着させたあの冒険よりも前から4年間の時を共にしてきました。キアナがあなたと一緒にいてくれたように、この世に生まれてきた人間は親の子供である前に独立した個人なの。それが名前の意義。私たちはそれを通して自分を知り未来の道を知っていくの。これはテスラ博士がジークフリートさんに伝えた言葉です。その後彼はキアナという名前をあなたに与えました。
そうだね。パパからもらった名前がなかったら心の弱さに打ち勝ってここまで歩き続けることはできなかった。でもパパだけじゃない、ママ、姫子先生、助けてくれた人たちみんなが美しさを見せてくれて、今ここにある命を形作り、私に美しい世界を守るために戦うっていう心情を与えてくれた。そしてその原点こそが培養層に眠る遺伝子操作で作られた人間を妹として見てくれた私のお姉ちゃんなんだ。名前がキアナ・カスラナであろうとビアンカ・アタジナであろうと、私はずっと妹でいたい、家族になりたいって思ってる。
キアナさん、あなたも知っているように私はもうあの記憶を失っています。ジークフリートさんのこともあなたのことも。
でも重要なのは未来、そうでしょ？
Oh. Yeah, it started out super sad, but it got so wholesome, man. It got so wholesome and I love it. This game has such a good story and I wish more people knew about it.
さすがですね、キアナさん。確かにこんな風に過去への悩みを抱き続けていたら、誰もが前へ進み、新たな人生、新たな挑戦を迎え入れることができなくなります。とある夜のことだ。すべての記憶を燃やすと、それは透明になっていった。とある朝のことだ。昨日のすべてを捨てると、足が軽くなっていった。
太陽を見逃したことを嘆いていたら、君はこの後星々を見逃してしまう。
Please give me another picture of them hugging.
じゃあこれからはずっとこう呼ぶね、お姉ちゃん。
Oh! Oh, my heart! Oh.
はい、キアナ。
The two destined to live through strange intertwined fates laughed together and seemingly could not stop. Of course, the past cannot be changed, but life is always just beginning. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometimes declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. By thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines in time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. The two chatted happily with their friends for a while. After that, Durandal temporarily returned to Schicksal HQ with the emergency reinforcement Rita. Teresa and Siegfried also established a connection with Anti-Entropy with long-distance signals.
Bronya, Zere, どうしたの？そんなに慌てて。私たち。
ゼーレ、落ち着いてください。詳しい事情はまだはっきりしていないのですから。
一体何があったの？
キアナ、聖魂空間に入ってからここ30分の間、キアナはメイ姉さんを見ませんでしたか？
What do you mean, have you seen May? Oh no, May is missing? Yeah, she is in Overwatch. Who's in Overwatch? What? May is in Overwatch. Who is May in Overwatch? What do you mean? Oh god, I think this is the end here. Because these are some big old icons. Oh wait, May, Ice Lady, I remember now. Oh, that's an image. There we go. I was like, why do I have so low stamina? Okay. Oh man, I remember the joke fell flat. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember there being a comic made with Kiana and Durandal. Oh, here it is. Okay, I think I found it. Hold on. So this was after chapter 38. Sorry, not 38, 28. This was after chapter 28, and it was like a view of what the Kazana household was like after it was discovered that Durandal was the initial Kiana. So this is like the Kiana you play as through most of the story. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. And so it's like Siegfried with his daughter, and Kiana, who is the clone, is like, she's the real daughter. I don't deserve to be here. And she goes into her room to cry. But then it's... So this... Okay, this is more of a reimagining of what their lives would be like if Durandal hadn't, like, disappeared in the crash. But this is Durandal basically coming in and calling Kiana her sister. Family has to look out for each other. You seem pretty down, so we made you your favorites. And Dad almost burned them all. And she's just happy to be there. She's the family. It's really cute. I love it a lot. It's a really, really cute comic, and I will always remember that one. But yeah, I like it a lot. It's also very interesting to me that that's the way that basically, since the Kianas were clones, Kiana is the clone, they gave Kiana braids, and the initial design for like the first daughter, so to speak, for Bianca when she was younger, is like her with like a sort of dual pigtails, I guess you could say. I don't really know how you would call it, because it's not really a ponytail, it's not really a pigtail. But anyway, let's get into it. Oh, shoot. And so the one was awoken by the dream she dreamt. What? So the one dreaming was awoken by the person she dreamt of in her dream. I need Mimi Picardo emotes to react to that comic properly. Oh, that'd be actually some good emotes to make. The dream was... hold on, jeez. Goodness. The dream was a sleeping whale that ruthlessly devoured all souls that dared to approach it. People were plankton in the ocean of thought, drifting along the tides of dreams. In the time that seemed to freeze solid, sounds were brought to the ears of the dreaming one by the ebb and flow.
Lilia-chan. Lilia-chan.
Oh, is May finding Lilia and Rosalia? The Krabby Patty secret formula?
確かにここは夢の中だよ。
Oh wait, no, it's...
あなたが今まで感じてきたいろんな感覚はすべて真実の世界の歴史が精魂空間に投影されたものなの。
Oh no, it's the not Prometheus, Hyperion Sigma. Sigma is talking to Lilia and Rosalia.
わからない。やっぱり夢を見てるんだね。
じゃあ簡単に言うよ。リリアちゃん、あなたは夢の中に閉じ込められてるの。それに、あなたは一人じゃない。ロザリアちゃんもあなたの夢と一体化してる。早く夢のおかしなところに気づいて、そして目を覚ましてね。
A sense of falling from height exploded and Lilia jolted awake. She was still in the familiar room, yet she felt empty when she looked at everything, as if something was leaving alongside the dream.
めまいが。なんで部屋が揺れてるの？
The seed has been planted. Let's see if the twins can make it grow.
揺れてるのは私自身か。
Only then did she realize that Rosalia was holding her by her shoulders, shaking her vehemently.
リリア、大変よ。まずいことになるわ。ロザリア、手を離して。このままじゃこっちの方が先にまずいことになっちゃう。あ、リリア、やっと気がついたのね。ねえ、聞いて。大変なことになったの。私たち罠にはまったのよ。
Oh, so Sigma also spoke to Rosalia, I hope.
罠にはまった。ちょっと待って、まさかもちろん違うわ。単なる崩壊獣なんてウォッカガールズの敵じゃないでしょ。あれ、でも崩壊獣はもちろん映画の中のモンスターなんかじゃないわ。リリア、あなたこそ夢と現実の区別がつかないバカよ。
Is it Rosalia just insulting her little sister?
やっとリリアのことをバカにできる機会が来たわ。ってちょっと待って、これじゃ私もバカじゃない。ロザリア、一体何を言ってるの？
Oh, I just noticed that like their horns are a little different as well as the ribbons they have tied in their hair. Interesting.
どうやらリリアはまだ何も分かってないよね。じゃあ賢いお姉ちゃんが答えてあげるわ。実はずっと夢を見てるのよ。
Rosalia described everything in the dream, and Lilia got increasingly confused. As the memory suppressed deep within her was evoked, the confusion quickly turned into shock.
私たちは夢の中に閉じ込められたの？うん、そういうことよ。しかもこの夢はずっと同じ日を繰り返してるの。つまり夢じゃなきゃ私たちが拾った貝殻はとっくにソルトレイク基地の量をいっぱいにできたはずよ。リリア、まだ信じてないの？考えてみて。夢じゃなきゃなんでブローニャやゼーレのことを忘れたの？そしてテレサちゃん、赤い髪と青い髪の博士やみんなのことも。
How can we forget Bronya and Sela, Teresa, Tesla, and Einstein?
それともリリアは夢の中の方がいいっていうの？もしそうだとしたらダメよ。たとえそうだとしてもあなたをここから連れ出してあげる。夢の中には食べきれないほどケーキがあるし、ずーっとゲームしててもいいけど夢は所詮偽物でしょ。夢の中でいくら貝殻を拾っても現実には持っていけないじゃない。ブローニャたちにも見せてあげられないでしょ。それに
What?
ロザリア、うるさいよ。
Okay. Lilia put her hand over Rosalia's mouth. For a second, I thought she cursed, and I was like, what?
やっと息ができた。ちゃんと私の言うことを聞いて、バカロザリア。夢の中なんてもちろん嫌だよ。でもちょっと怪しいと思わない？怪しい？そう、ここの全てがおかしいの。でも一番おかしいのはロザリアがそんな合理的な判断をしたってところ。
That's so mean. Lilia, that's so mean. Rosalia can actually make a reasonable deduction.
何よ、当然じゃない。私は頭がいいんだから。まあ実は変な緑色のお姉ちゃんに起こされてそれを伝えられたんだけど。
A strange green lady woke me up and told me all this.
それに私たちの夢はなんだっけ。とにかく私たちは同じ夢を見てるから会いたいとずっと念じてればリリアの夢に行けるって。そうやってこの強くて賢いお姉ちゃんが助けに来たってわけ。どう？感動したでしょ、リリア。バカロザリアと同じ夢を見てたなんて本当に屈辱。でも 姉妹だから仕方ないよね。
Not just sisters, twins.
リリア、何をブツブツ言ってるの？感動でわけがわからなくなってるのかもしれないけど、今はやらなきゃいけないもっと大事なことがあるでしょ。この夢をぶち壊してブローニャたちを探しに行くのよ。それってここから脱出する方法が分かったの？もちろんよ。まずは強くぶって、できるだけ強く。
Rosalia, hit me. Once I wake up from the pain, well, I'll come get you.
こう？ういった
Rosalia covered her forehead with tears in her eyes and looked around hurriedly. Of course, nothing changed.
おかしいわ。なんで聞かなかったの？聞く方がおかしいよ、バカ。
Oh, these twins. The VAs, so good. Oh, look, the connected dream. And deep in this place, built from consciousness and memories, a weak noise rang. Like a ripple in the sea, or a flutter of a butterfly's wings in the wind, it was instantly drowned out by the rumbling of countless souls and left no trace behind. As such, not many could predict whether it would raise a huge tide among the waves of thoughts rushing back and
こ
forth.
うして夢を見る者の夢の中で夢を見られる者は目を覚ました。有限の夢は無限の魂に吸い取られ、徐々に干からび、何の願いも潤せなくなる。
Oh. Oh. So is this basically saying that once one person recognizes that they're trapped in a dream, then everyone else will start to recognize it as well?
そして夢見る者は乾いた夢の抜け殻をまたぎ、宇宙の気配と形をかすかに感じた。私の物語もこれでおしまいにできれば一番いいんだけどね。
Silently, the consciousness of the girl from the pseudo-time crystal left the Olenyeva sister's dream. She held a few colorful candies in her hands, a present Rosalia gave in her dream just now. Items from dreams could not affect reality, but as a memento for receiving something from a foreign world for the first time, the girl retained it as an imaginary construct.
まさかロザリアちゃんが先に夢の真実に気づくなんて。夢の中のリリアちゃんに違和感を覚えたのかな。大雑把だけど細かいところに気がつくお姉ちゃんだね。
Yeah, the reason that Rosalia recognized that Lilia was different was because Lilia wasn't tired like she normally is. Lilia would normally fall asleep around certain times because after their surgery that infused Honkai into their beings, Lilia just fell asleep at certain points of time. So Rosalia would always be taking care of her then.
それとも単純であればあるほどしっかりした意志を持ってるものなのかな。
She remembered those pure and driven people she had met before and smiled.
残念だけどこの特殊な時空が予測不能になってしまうのを防ぐためにも、これからはあなたたちの努力次第だよ。夢の束縛を断ち切るにしても、定められた未来から脱出するにしても私にサプライズを見せて。歴史と未来の執筆者たち、そして私は。
According to the perception of time from the outside world, long before she had met the other AI Hyperion, she had already begun working quietly to disrupt Project Stigma's operations without causing too much disturbance. She had never officially resisted Project Stigma, yet for the Schicksal and Anti-Entropy to quickly get back on track after the initial chaos, this time-space traveler was indispensable. And today, the new humans who can resist have already found their way to fight against the World Serpent. She had then returned to the weakest normal humans and began to shake Project Stigma Excuse me. Although she could not directly help humans who have fused with the Stigma space escape, she could give hints to the humans lost in dreams, anticipating that they would more or less realize It's precisely because, in the objective consciousness, dreams have incomparable meanings. So to meaningless lives, these dreams ironically have no value. The girl looked forward. Before her, tens of millions of light orbs floated into the distorted space, shining like fireflies. To her, that was what dreams looked like.
将来、美しい世界をスムーズに降臨させるために、私も頑張らないとね。
That is a lot of dreams. Touch the
あ
light.
んまり寝てちゃダメだよ。今度はあ、なるほど。
What a giant chakram.
乱雑な夢だったね。彼はとても不幸な人みたい。
There were rarely any consolations in an agonizing life, so in dreams, the dreamer could gather all that was blissful to build a messy and incoherent story. In return, the dream would become ironic and fragile, and thus easy to break from within.
あなたの美しい願いを打ち破ってしまってごめん。でも心配しないで。あなたが幸せになる姿が見えたから。夢とは全然違うけど、こっちの方があなたが思いついた何かよりも美しくて堅実だと思うよ。頑張って夢から脱出して本当の幸せをつかみ取ることを願ってる。
For someone who's far from happiness, as long as you work hard to grasp your happiness, you'll have a chance to clearly see what happiness really looks like. But according to a human perspective of time, this was also something that she had learned recently. After Project Stigma had converged with the world before us, she had also already seen countless pasts and futures of humans using the pseudo-time crystal. Yet, until she was no longer a bystander and she personally joined this world's operations, only then did she truly understand the hearts and emotions of humankind. She also finally realized how amazing the existence of humanity was. As she could accurately define who she was, she could not precisely define their subjective consciousness. Perhaps in the end she could only say, humans are but humans. Good and evil, selfishness and selflessness, hope and despair. Countless conflicting characteristics clashed and impossibly integrated, adding a myriad of color to the future in her eyes.
限りない未来、尽きない可能性は、そういった矛盾する自我があってこそ意味が存在する。そんな命を不変の夢に閉じ込めるなんてひどすぎるよ。成婚計画自体も本質では無限を追求してるとはいえ、無限の可能性が潜んでる独立した個体を失ったら、この星はどれだけ寂しくなるんだろうね。
She thought that this must be the reason why she appeared.
よし、時間がない。このまま頑張ろう。
The girl recomposed herself and reached her hand out to another orb of light.
あれ？どういうこと？
Uh-oh.
生婚空間の保護システムを起動させてしまったのかな。彼女たちに影響がないならいいんだけど。気をつけよう。
Oh. Please stop. Jeez.
前方危険。非戦闘員は撤退して。
all of them?
お
Yes.
かしいね。こっちも阻まれてるなんて。まさか夢に干渉してるってことがヨルムンガントにバレたの？
This thought flashed through AI's mind, but she quickly denied it.
そんなはずないよね。疑似時間結晶の中で私はそんな未来を読んでなかった。
After pondering, she decided to stick with her judgment.
何はともあれ、これは傍観者である私が世界と彼女たちのためにできる最大限のことだから。うん、次の夢を探ってみよう。
Oh, okay, we're moving on. Okay, why is this one white? The moment she touched the shining light, she almost thought she encountered another defense mechanism resistance, but soon after she noticed that it was the main body of the dream. This discovery raised even more suspicions in her.
人間が作り出した特殊な生命体も夢を見るの？
Is it Grey Serpent?
うん、狭い定義での夢見というより、これはむしろ知識の電波と言った方がいいのかもしれない。
17951 14622 1904. Oh yeah, it is Grey Serpents. A streak of light slid past her fingertips, and she interpreted the dream before her seriously, her expression changing again and
子供
again.
時代と別れを告げるってそういう意味もあったんだね。
Clearly, all this was beyond the future she had seen.
成婚計画が月の空間に作った障壁のせいでこの物語を見落とすところだったよ。それと人間の意志と選択は時にこんなにおかしくて悲しいってことを忘れるところだった。でもだからこそより感動的なものになるんだよね。
An electrified orb scattered at her fingertip and floated toward the light orbs in the air. Through this unique artificial mental network, she could communicate with the dreamer temporarily.
それがあなたたちの決意なら助けてあげる。たとえこの長くて無限の過去と未来のためにあなたたちの瞬間を記録することしかできなくても、あなたたちの努力があなたたちの創造主が望んだようにこの世界に変化をもたらすことを祈ってる。もちろんいい方向にね。よし、続けて進もう。
Battle Arena.
ちょっと待って、これは
Oh, whoops.
征服の律者でも個体生命に対しての成婚計画の束縛を永遠に断ち切れなかったの？
There he is.
知っているはずだ。何をしようにもそれなりの代価が必要であることを。親愛なる侵入者殿、あるいは外来者とでも呼ぼうか。
At that moment, the atmosphere between the two inhuman beings tensed. AI tilted her head, examining the Grey Serpent, as if to deduce why he had appeared here, but from his reaction, he had no intentions of amiable communication.
はじめましてだよね、ハイヘビ。
確かに初めましてだ。しかしすでに以前から君の噂はかねがね伺っている。
This is definitely the original Grey Serpent. Because this one looks exactly like the design language used with Mobius. It's even got her symbols on his cloak here.
成婚計画が始まったあの日、ハイペリオン号は謎の失踪を遂げた。 探知されないある得意点に隠れたようだ。一晩経ち、律者を一時的に拘束していた世界の泡は不思議なことに活性化し、固有世界につながった。それとほぼ同時に天命とネゲントロピーはそれぞれ虚数侵入に隠された特殊な情報を観測した。そして彼らは当初作戦の維持に成功する。それ以外にも。
もうそれ以上は言わなくていいよ。あなたの調査は完璧だね。何？普段は探偵小説を読むのが好きなの？
秩序を維持するための本文に過ぎない。しかし面白いことに、私の調査が細かなところまで行き届いていたとしても、君がどこからやってきたのかについては全く見当がつかない。
Folks, gonna take a small break to stretch and walk around. I'll be back in just a little bit.
それはもちろん教えないよ。
Also back. Hello, folks.
まあいい。これは敵に対するただの友好的な好奇心だ。根源がわからなくても君のことを外から来た異物とみなすことに変わりはない。
Alright.
言い方は粗雑だがほぼ同じだろう。成婚計画にこれだけのトラブルをもたらす無名の人物がいるとは思えない。正体不明の外からの力を除けばだが特別な生命だというなら、孫子の苦労を理解できないのはなぜだ。私を困らせる君のような存在も、律者や覚醒者である新人類も。
さっきの夢もあなたが？
残念ながらそうだ。彼女たちは地球の秩序を再構築するのに孵化する間に取り返しのつかないミスをしないように、その鍵となる一人を夢で休んでもらうことにした。
Oh, he sent May back to her dream.
それに夢の内容から見れば、それも彼女にとって悪いことではないだろう。
Oh, this red orb is May. That's why May didn't come back from the stigma space. He stopped her. He caught her again, basically.
歯車。
道具として存在する。それは十分に幸せなことではないか。
Grey Serpent held up a dimming light orb.
道具にすらなれないものはここに残すしかないのだから。こうしてみると、人類として生まれてきた以上、やはり役に立った方がいい。何しろ今の地球は狭すぎる。廃棄物のための空間は多くない。
Now AI finally understood why she felt disgusted with this Grey Serpent. This was truly a robot in the shape of a human. It doesn't possess consideration for lives, nor the warmth of life. No, more accurately, it was his cold reasoning that made him more detestable than the entities who simply possessed none.
まあいいや。生まれながら義務を背負ってるあなたにとって価値と意味から離れた考えは難しいでしょ。だからより人間に近い観察者としてあなたに一つアドバイスをしてあげる。人間には最初から価値もなければ意味もない客体化の概念がないからこそ、彼らは全てを超える潜在能力を持ってるんだ。
人文的な思いやりというものか。おそらく天命やネゲントロピーの偽善者なら君と共通する言葉を持つかもしれないが、何しろ民族の安定を維持するために文明は 慰めの薬を必要とするからな。だが今はもう過去の民族は存在しない。実に残念だ。君は誤ったタイミングで誤った陣営を選んだ。
へえ。
しかし不要かもしれないが、ヨルムンランドは彼らのために人文的な思いやりを送らないこともない。
それが同じ日を繰り返すホログラフィック映画なの？
大いなるかな権限。万物を取りて始め、すなわち天を滑る。彼らにとってそれが世界の全てだ。そして宇宙でもある。ここの素材は全て人類の真実の記憶から取ったものだ。外部の力の介入がなければ、それは完全に理想的な、何の欠陥もない彼岸の天国。ある同僚はいつもこの言葉を口にしている。人間は信じたいものだけを信じると、全てが死に滅裂になるのを眺めて、避けられない死で永遠の弱滅に陥るより、理想的で美しい永遠を迎えた方がより人道主義に合うのではないか。
I don't think that's humane, personally.
人間はここで止まったりはしないよ。私はそういう未来を見たから。
ほう、侵入者の特権か。
特権というより個人の信念と言った方がいいと思う。私はただもっと人間を知ってほしいだけだから、別にこれもやりすぎじゃないよね。
She threw something towards Grey Serpent, who subconsciously dodged it. The candy returned to electric discharge and Honkai energy as it flew to Grey Serpent and disappeared by his side. At the same time, a feeling similar to a neuron electrical impulse flashed through his central controller.
友達からもらったただのキャンディーだよ。彼女たちの夢は虚数空間の造物だから、こういう形であれば彼女たちが触れてる全てを私たちも感じられるの。どう？甘いでしょ？
Grey Serpent felt a little uncomfortable. He suddenly began to suspect if conversing with this outsider would really be productive. Regardless, she seemed more whimsical and unpredictable than he had expected. Yet, she did not notice his silence. She turned another candy into electrical arcs in her hand and smiled joyfully.
わあ、おいしい。でもキャンディーをくれた友達は、夢の中のキャンディーは味もないしゲームも面白くないって言ってた。そしてもう一人の子の夢に落ちていったんだ。多分あの子が欲しがってたのはキャンディーそのものじゃなくて、それを手にした瞬間か他人とシェアする瞬間だけなのかもしれないね。だから心配しないで。彼らの夢には何もしてないよ。ただあの夢たちはあんまりにも脆弱すぎたから、目下の問題が差し迫っていなければ、彼らに10年20年もっと時間を与えたら、全ての人は自分が夢の中にいると気づくはずだよ。そうなったらそのいわゆる天国もどうしようもない地獄になっちゃう。まあホログラフィックゲームは面白いけど、ずっとゲームの世界に閉じ込められたらそれは別の話だよね。
滑稽だな。精魂とはすなわち人類の思考と意志の結晶だ。人類が夢と一体化した瞬間、精魂空間は人類の全てを有する。つまり君もまた覚醒していないもののように。
でも人間には答えなんてないもの。あるいは多くの人は自分が欲しいものすらわからないと言った方がいいかもね。迷うから追い求める、追い求めるから執着する。そしてその苦しい過程で偉大な行動を成し遂げ
奇跡を作る。そして最初の迷いを振り払うの。だから歴史を再現することしかできない夢では、現実世界で彼らが作った未来をシミュレーションできない。そんな欲求や貪欲、あるいは予測不可能なところ、その全てこそが私が人間を愛する根本的な理由だよ。人間が夜に夢を見るのは、昨日の自分にさよならを告げ、新しい明日を迎えるためなんだ。
AI smiled gently. It was only then that Grey Serpent directly felt her anomaly as an existence from outside this world.
うまいことを言う。ただ、それは一体成婚計画とどう関係があるのだ。私が背負うべき責任は、人類を理解することではない。成婚計画は絶対に失敗しない。私たちが死んでも守りたい真理はそれだけだ。つまり夢から目覚めようが目覚めまいが、旧人類の明日はもう存在しない。
Ooh, this man needs to die.
故にこの結論に帰結する。彼らには
理屈も情けも通じない敵なんて手強いね。こうなると知ってたら、あなたを本当の主人公に任せてたのに。でも彼女たちが期待する未来がより完璧な形で訪れるよう、あなたの行動を制限させてもらうよ。侵入者を見くびらないでよね。
どうやら予想外の邪魔に長く足止めさせられたようだ。ではまた会おう。
前方危険。ちょっと絶対して。
Oh my god, how many of them are there?
残念ながら今回の件の決定権は
Ooh, another CG.
どうして？
Having interacted with a few dreams, she was undoubtedly familiar with her condition. Oh no. A sensation she could only feel in a dream.
私の意識が精魂空間と一体化してる。
君は人類を知り尽くしている。だが真似ることはあまり詳しくないようだ。精魂空間には人類の全ての意識と認知が集まっている。人類に近い意識さえ持っていれば精魂計画に捕獲される。
Oh.
だからあなたは私と対峙した本当の目的はそれなの？
そうでなければ君に旧人類の話をするほどの興味など持てない。実を言うと彼らが私の前で逆立ちして歩いても何の驚きもないのだ。君は知恵を絞って人類のために演説をしていたが、その全ての発言は精魂計画が君を獲物として狙いを定める要因。外から来た異物、それが何だというのだ。精魂計画の下では何者も君も終焉も、そして孫子自身も。
だからあなたは私も夢を見ることができるというの？
Perhaps nobody would have imagined that when the world was being reconstructed, when humanity approached the void, an observer similar to a human could even try to close her distance from humanity. And because of that, she would land herself in an inescapable trap.
だけど逆に安心できたね。ここで退場するなんてちょっと悔しいけど、やらなきゃならないことはもう終わったから。 だからこれは逆に証明なの。今までやってきた全てが無駄じゃないという証明。
人類のように自分に感動しているのか？
あなたも心で人間の夢を感じてたらそんなことは言わないんだろうね。
どうした？心臓血管手術の指南でも求めているのか？
Should I give you a manual for cardiovascular surgery?
面白くない冗談だね。私はこの世界の最も可能性が高い過去と未来を観測できる。生まれてからずっと人間に新たな可能性を見せて、彼らにより良い未来をもたらそうとしてきた。けど確信してはいなかったんだ。人間にとってより良い未来が一体どういうものなのかを。私のサポートは本当に意味があるの？独りよがりじゃないのってね。でも最終的に成婚計画は私を捕獲した。これで私のサポートは止められたけど、でもこれは人間の意志が私を認めてくれたってことだよね。これでやっと確認できた。これは私の独りよがりじゃないって。
時空の流れに対して自在に干渉する潜在能力を持つ異物である君の見識の浅さに驚いたよ。
一般人の時間の概念から言うと、傍観者として私がこの世界のために与えたガイドは1時間ごとに数万件はある。
She's so nice and so mysterious.
でもそういった機械的な作業よりも心で彼女たちのことを支えたいと思ってる。人間の視点から言えば疑似時間結晶の中で私と彼女たちが向き合う時間はほぼ無限にあった。まるで長くて山あり谷ありの物語を読んでるようだったよ。物語の人の喜怒哀楽に感情移入してたんだ。そして今物語はクライマックスを迎えようとしている。私が好む未来を彼女たちに渡すよりも、彼女たちにこう言ってあげたいんだ。お疲れ様。私はいつもそばにいるよって。私はそういう役になりたいから。
世界を凌駕するような発言だな。だが残念なことにこの世界の調整者は一人で十分だ。
She looked at Grey Serpent, her eyes full of unspeakable pity and
どの
compassion.
存在のあり方にも必ず限界があるとはいえ、新しくしたいなら過去に無視された本体の潜在能力を利用するしかないって認めるべきでしょ。けど残念なのはあなたたちはもう理解してると思うよ。ただあなたが知らないだけ。
The girl's body became fuzzier over time and finally disappeared without a trace as she merged into one of the vast world of dreams. Grey Serpent looked as she disappeared, seemingly despondent.
さようなら、世界の侵入者。もし君が人類に目をくらまされていなければ、私たちはもっと交流できたはずだ。
The world sank into silence again. To be reacquainted with one's life in a dream, only to fall back into a chaotic dream. May! Oh.
メイ先輩、どうしたの？
キアナちゃん。
メイ先輩、あそこの椅子でちょっと休まない？
大丈夫よ。さっきはなぜか急にめまいがしたけど、今はだいぶ良くなってるから。
Okay. We're at what seems to be a version of the Elysian Realms Carnival. Let's see how May breaks free of her dream.
まさかジェットコースターのせいですか？
さあ、どうかしら。
そんなわけないでしょ。メイ先輩が乗ってた時は何もなかったのに。
ええ、さっきはキアナだけが叫んでたせいでブローニャの耳が痛くなりました。なるほど、わかりました。きっとキアナが大声で叫んだからメイ姉様の具合が悪くなったに違いありません。
ちょっと。
The whistling wind, humid air, and Kiana's screams. These recent sensations were seemingly jumbled together in that temporary yet intense dizziness.
それならメイ姉様、まだ遊び続けますか？
もちろんよ。先月約束したでしょ。それに少なくとも連休なんてめったにないもの。それともキアナちゃんはもう満足できたのかしら？
まだだよ。あと1日は遊べるもん。1週間でも。
バカキアナ。メイ姉様はキアナが遊びたいと分かっていたからそう言ったんですよ。
ブローニャ。
Although the strange dizziness had yet to fade completely, they were having a great time now. Their first present from Principal Teresa after the Honkai had ended. The best way to show their gratitude would be to have as much fun as they could. It should be, right? If we're just enjoying a carnival, why do we all have our weapons? Especially after the Honkai ended.
キアナちゃん、ブローニャちゃん、次に行きたいアトラクションは何がいいか考えた？
見えたやつに乗ろうよ。それが一番楽だから。ブローニャは？
はい、ブローニャもそれでいいと思います。この道に沿っていけばまだ遊んでいないアトラクションがたくさんあるはずですし。
それじゃあ出発しましょう。長く並ぶ必要がなければいいわね。
Oh. Alicia, what? No way.
かわいい少女たち、さっきはどれで遊ぶっていう話をしていたわよね。でしょ？
Hey, Alicia. Wait a minute. Is this the part where...
そうだよ。相談しても答えが出なかったから適当にたどり着いた先のやつに乗ろうかと思って。
To always be armed. Oh no.
あら、悪くなさそうね。でもアトラクションがこんなにあるのにこの道にあるものだけを遊ぶなんてもったいないと思うわよ。つまりプロの助けがなければ並ぶだけで時間がかかっちゃうわ。この道にあるものを体験しただけで閉園になっちゃうんじゃないかしら。
それで名も知らないお姉さん、あなたが助けに来たプロなんですか？
ご名答よ。頭がいいのね。ご覧の通り私は遊園地のガイドさんよ。主な仕事はもちろん可愛い女の子たちの質問に答え案内して楽しい時間を過ごしてもらうこと。
でも入園するときは別にガイドサービスなんて頼んでなかったよ。
今からでも遅くはないわ。ほら、あそこの自動受付機を見て。ホーム画面のスタッフ案内から5つ星ガイドの妖精さんエリシアを選べばいいの。簡単でしょ？こうしてこう。ほら、コードをスキャンすればいいだけだから。
ちょっと待ってください。少し考えさせてくれませんか？バカキアナ、彼女のことはおかしいと思わないんですか？
そういえばちょっとね。メイ先輩はどう思う？
True, I think it only reasonable to reject a mysterious stranger who's overfamiliar and outwardly suspicious. But for some reason, even though they did not know each other, even though she had said to reject her, May still couldn't find a way to refuse.
私は さっきのお客さんが言ってた超美人のガイドっていう人が彼女なんだと思うの。
外見だけで判断すれば確かに合っています。
態度も私の知っているガイドさんはみんなこんな感じよ。
そっか。じゃあメイ先輩はガイドサービスを申し込むってことでいいよね。
ええ。
メイ先輩がそう言うなら、じゃあエリシア、これからよろしくね。
お役に立てて光栄よ。そういえばまだこの白髪の可愛い子ちゃんの名前を聞いてないわよね。
私はキアナだよ。キアナカスラナ。
月の女神。素敵な名前ね。
The Moon Goddess. What a beautiful name. Moon Goddess? What do you mean? Hold on. I'm curious now. Origin of the name Kaslana. Huh. Interesting.
ありがとう。あんたの名前も素敵だよ。
ええ、私もそう思うわ。だから当ててみて。エリシアにはどういう意味があると思う？
なんだかその質問ちょっと意地悪だね。
Why is the audio getting quiet?
エリシアの意味？エリシア。その名前どこかで聞いたことが。
May's gonna remember being like, Alicia, I know that name. Wait a minute. She's not here anymore. This doesn't make sense. May unconsciously recited that name and felt as if something had fallen on her palm like fine sand. But just as she wanted to grasp it, it scattered in the wind. She wallowed in the frustration of having lost the answer and did not even hear anything Kiana and the others said afterwards. Until... the piercing screech of a megaphone brought May back to her senses. Oh, it's such a cute Kiana. I mean, Alicia.
メガホン。あら、ついたくさん喋っちゃったわね。やっぱりキアナみたいに優しくて可愛い女の子には逆らえないわ。このままじゃプロの私でも遊びたいアトラクションを全てガイドできるって保証できないかもしれない。とにかくみんな、妖精さんについてきて。楽しく出発しましょう。
As she spoke, she turned around and ran towards the claw machine, as indicated on the road sign. What? Did it break? Oh no. Yeah, this is the Elysian realm. Flying swings. Why? I can't interact with her. Okay.
姉様、どうかしましたか？
Hello, Cocoa Puff.
そうだよ。さっきから口数が少ないんだよね。
あ、うん。私はクレーンゲームが終わった後、どんなアトラクションにしようかって考えてただけよ。
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping by. Pull up a seat and enjoy the show here at the tavern.
そういうことはガイドさんに任せてちょうだい。メイはただお客さんとして満喫すればいいのよ。じゃーん。これが遊園地で最も人気のアトラクション、クレーンゲームよ。
はあ、すごい大きいクレーンゲーム。
ぬいぐるみじゃなくてブローニャたちを掴もうとしてますね。
だってブローニャってばぬいぐるみと同じくらい可愛いんだもの。
それに私たちのような可愛い女の子にはこういう可愛らしい遊びが似合うでしょ。
その理屈が合っているかどうかはさておき、それとこれとは話が別だと思います。
細かいところは気にしないで。特別なクレーンゲームだとでも思ってね。
特別。
とにかくクレーンゲームを始める前にまずは担当を決めましょう。メイ先輩は具合が良くなかったんだよね。じゃあメイ先輩に私とブローニャを捕まえてもらおうかな。
構いません。ブローニャは負けませんから。
I missed. No! You kidding me? Bronya is the slowest. How?
メイ姉様にブローニャの行動を予測されるなんて。
メイ先輩はブローニャを捕まえるべきだよ。
メイ姉様にブローニャの行動を予測されるなんて。
I'm not sure what you mean by is it just me or is jovial lackluster? What do you mean by that, Cocoa Puff? No! Darn it, I missed Kiana. Come here.
メイ先輩はブローニャを捕まった回数あまり変わらなかったね。
もしかしたらメイ姉様がわざとそうしたのかもしれません。
どうだった？みんな楽しめたかしら？もちろんだよ。案内してくれてありがとう。でもエリシアは一緒に遊ばないの？人が多い方がもっと楽しいのに。私はガイドだもの。遊んで本来の仕事を忘れちゃったらまずいでしょ？
I'll be honest, I haven't played a lot of her yet, so I can't say for certain, but her, what's the word? Her combat loop does seem a little standard, but she's got a very cool design. And I do like that she has the two different forms depending on when you use her ultimate.
それにクレーンゲームはあくまで会員メニューの一つ目のアトラクションよ。フリスビーやバイキング、バルーンシュートとかはいつも長蛇の列だからまだ遊んでないのよね。ちなみに私の一番のおすすめはバルーンシュートよ。
バルーンシュート、面白そうですね。
私は構わないけど、メイ先輩はどうする？
みんなと一緒なら何でもいいわ。
仲が良くて羨ましいわね。それなら次のアトラクションはバルーンシュートにしましょう。着いたわよ。
バルーンシュートは普通に見えるわね。クレーンゲームと同じように複雑なデザインなのかと思ったわ。
メイは分かってないわね。乙女のゲームには優雅さと余裕が必要なの。複雑すぎるデザインなんてむしろ美しさが台無しになっちゃうわ。
乙女のゲーム、どこかで聞いたことがあるセリフね。
とにかく今回は3人で勝負しましょう。ふふん、かすらな家のガン型の凄さを見せてあげる。
重装ウサギは負けません。
すごい意気込みね。メイも何か言わないの？
遠慮するわ。ゲームだと思ってるのは私一人だけなのかしら。
3人目の選手は少し照れてるみたいね。それなら直接本番に入りましょう。
I love her design and I love that she goes well with Philomena. Yeah, Philomena is quite the character. What? Good thing I can. Okay, hold on.
キアナちゃんとブローニャちゃんがこんなに静かになるなんて珍しいわね。まあいいわ。
Freaking Kiana's
今
killing
は
it.
バルーンに集中しましょう。
さすがメイ、楽勝だったわね。
I somehow pulled ahead, which really doesn't seem right. Ah!
予想外の結果だわ。メイってば射撃の才能があるかもしれないわね。3人ともまだまだ遊び足りないって顔してるわ。
Probably my fave part 2 Valkyrie. Yeah. Thelmina is really, really cool. I think she is tied with Senadina for me for like favorite part 2 Valkyrie. But Senadina was my first like part 2 Valkyrie that I got. But I also really like Lantern's playstyle. Lantern is really cool to me. I don't know. It's really hard for me to decide. I like them all for their own, like, design purposes. Thelamina's also got a slight win in my book because, legitimately, Thelamina is very similar to a character well, maybe not, like, super familiar. Similar. But she uses the chain whip chained blades, which I also have a character who I just finished, like, designing weapons for, who has a chain rope dart, so to speak. So it's very similar in that aspect.
じゃあバルーンシュートもう一回やってみる？
No, I'm good. I don't want to retry it. Why would I retry it? Why are we retrying it?
静かね。二人はゲームが始まると何も喋らないもの。集中しすぎてるのかしら。
予想外の結果だわ。メイってば射撃の才能があるかもしれないわね。
Oh no, we're in a loop.
同じ言葉を繰り返してない。
そうかしら。きっとメイの聞き間違いよ。
May immediately being like, wait a minute, you just said the exact same thing and my friends aren't talking. Where are my friends?
いいえ、聞き間違いなんかじゃないわ。キアナちゃん、ブローニャちゃん、二人とも気づいてる？
うん。確かに同じ言葉を2回言ったね。
SF 映画に同じ言葉を何度も繰り返す人がいたら、相手は人間じゃなくてアンドロイドだと思いますね。
ブローニャの仮説は結構大胆ね。じゃあ確認してもらおうかしら。例えば私の顔をつねったり手を握ったりしてね。
今のはただお客さんの満足度を上げるためのガイドさんの話術かどうかを確かめたかっただけよ。
もうどうしてみんな目的がないと人を動かせないって思うのかしらね。私たち仲のいい友達になったって感じてたのに。
友達？
とにかく私がアンドロイドかどうかはさておき、少なくとも今まで私はガイドとしての責任を果たせてるのよね。このまま別れちゃったら遊園地でもう二度と出会えなくなるかもしれないわよ。
Oh. That's mean. That's really cruel of the dream. If we say part now, we may never meet in the amusement park again. Which is where May saw Alicia the last time. Was Alicia sending May off on the roller coaster to leave the Elysian realm?
私のような美少女と会えなくなるなんて、みんなは残念だと思わないの？
それはどうして私の気持ちが。
だからね、もう少し私のことを信じてみて。
May was faced with a familiar choice. Furthermore, that faint dizziness clung to her nerves again. Part with the strange tour guide now, or continue to peer into Alicia's goal doubtfully? May waited for her two companions to speak their minds. Yet they were just as lost in thought and did not respond to Alicia.
エリシア、次のアトラクションは何？
どうやらメイはもう決めてるみたいね。じゃあ私も本気にならなきゃ。 本来ならジェットコースターをもう一度体験してもらおうと思ったけど、これから体験するのは遊園地の隠しアトラクションよ。
A few moments later.
じゃーん、着いたわ。でもここには何もないみたいだよ。宝探しゲームだもの。お宝をスタート地点に置くなんてつまらないでしょ。まあ本当にそうしたらそれはそれで独創的だと思うけど、もちろんキアナがもっとストレートなゲーム、例えば私に抱きついて甘えたりするのがいいなら、
Goodness
お
gracious.
宝を直接渡すこともできなくはないわよ。
Goodness, Alicia.
いいよ、そういう意味じゃないから。
エリシア、宝探しゲームが隠しアトラクションなら、私たちが探すべきお宝って一体
内緒よ。それが一体何なのか、どんなところが特別なのかについては見つけたらわかるわ。どうしたの？不正をしてメイはずるい子ね。こういうゲームは自力で頑張って探した方が面白いわよ。それに私はメイのことを信じてる。メイならきっと本当のお宝を見つけられるはずよ。
Is the real treasure a way out of the dream? What the hell? That doesn't look real. A travel guidebook dropped by someone.
バージョンだけで見ると私たちの持ってるガイドブックと違うわね。かなり前のものかしら。
でも汚れが一切なく新品みたいですね。
An amusement park ticket folded square.
日付は空白？
Oh. Why is the date field blank yet, May? Is it because this place isn't real and time doesn't exist? Open the treasure chest, I'm kidding. A slightly damaged ID booklet. The symbol of Chiba Academy was printed on it.
千葉学園？
The inside of the booklet stunned her.
私の生徒手帳？どうしてこんなところに？
She looked to Kiana in search of an answer.
特別かどうかだけで考えると、これがエリシアの言ってた一つ目のお宝なのかもしれないね。
なるほど。なんだか私のお宝に対する認識が少しずれてるみたいね。でもまさかこれを取り戻す日が来るなんて、いつどんなところでなくしたのかも覚えていないのに。
Dazed by the girl smiling immaturely in the photo, May felt as if she was not staring at her younger self, but a look-alike from a distant planet. If there was a mirror, she might actually look into it to find out how different they were.
そういえば同じ学園だけど、千葉学園とセイフレイヤは全然違うわよね。最初は確かキアナちゃんは勉強じゃなくてジークフリートさんの行方を探すために学生をしてたのよね。そしてそれは動きやすい肩書きに過ぎなかった。
Oh yeah, that's really true. I never really thought about it. Kiana transferred into Chiba Academy after her dad disappeared and she was alone by herself for who knows how long, years by that point. But she was able to transfer into a very high-value academy and just continue her school life as she searched for her dad.
そうだね。メイ先輩とは同じ学年じゃなかったし、あの頃の私たちにはあまり接点がなかった。私の知ってるメイ先輩もライデン女王というあだ名くらいかな。
Lightning Queen, like her Honkai name.
つまりウラルの銀狼と同じように千葉学園にいたメイ姉様にもそういう有名なニックネームがあったんですね。
ある角度から見れば確かに有名だったかもしれないわね。
More like a horrible thing, she thought. A nickname is a stereotype imposed on an individual by a group. Once formed, it can rarely be changed. All subsequent actions of said individual will be tainted by their nickname. Over time, people may be influenced by nicknames to the point of agreeing with the
でも
stereotypes.
今振り返ってみると、どうしてそうなったのかも理解できるわ。裕福な家庭、成績優秀。なのに口数が少なくて、登下校はお迎えが来る。そんなお嬢様と友達になるなんて、みんなハードルを感じてしまうもの。だから利益で動くのも必然よね。でもあの頃の私はそんな関係を当たり前だと思ってた。家に思わぬ出来事があって、私はようやく自分が空中楼閣の中で生きてたことに気づいた。多分あの頃の私は本当の友達が欲しかったんだと思うの。もちろんみんなの前で私をかばわなくても、雨の日に傘を貸さなくてもいい。ただお昼休みに一緒にお話しして、一緒にお弁当を食べてくれれば。
I wonder if May ate by herself during lunch.
そんな友達がいたら、当時のことを思い出した時に。
Or not really by herself. I misspoke. I wonder if May was ever chauffeured out of school for lunch. Because I remember, like, in times during grade school, my dad would come pick up my siblings and I from grade school, and we'd go to have McDonald's. He'd drive us out in the truck to a nearby McDonald's, and we'd have lunch together, and we'd all eat our food in the back of the truck, and he'd drive us back. And then he'd drive us back to school, and we'd eat in the parking lot for a little bit. And when the school bell rang, we'd all get out of the truck and go back inside, going back to our classes, and he'd go back to going about his day. The simple times of the younger life, I guess.
そうだね。
え？
Kiana's reaction startled May. She thought Kiana would have much to say about the subject matter and dreams she had.
どうしたのメイ先輩。
なんでもないわ。
Hold on, what did I miss? Oh, I see. She was startled by Kiana's single word reaction. And now she's questioning whether or not this is actually Kiana.
せっかく一つ目のお宝を見つけたんだし、急いで次のお宝を探そうよ。
May's now starting to zone and be like, that is not how Kiana would react. Pulling up for Happy Meals. Yeah, basically. That's basically it. A futuristic robot model.
ブローニャちゃんが好きそうな模型だわ。
この模型もお宝になりますよね。
Oh, Bronya also has
お宝でした
quotation
ら
marks now.
ブローニャは遠慮なくもらっていきます。
Bronya also has quotation marks around her name now. Alicia. Cute. An adorable white cat glove puppet.
しまっておきましょう。
An old bamboo
こ
sword.
れは。
May picked it up. On a sudden impulse, she readied her body, focused her mind, and swung it down swiftly. Oh, it's one of her training swords from when she was younger.
メイったらすごいわね。今のどういう技なの？
技じゃないわ。剣道の中で最も基本的な練習の動作。素振りよ。待って。さっきまで元の場所にいたのよね。
だってメイがすぐに2つ目のお宝を見つけたんだもの。どう？特別でしょ？
これは初めて剣道の稽古をした時にお父様からもらったものなの。確かに十分特別だけど、私の家の倉庫にあるはずのものが急に遊園地に現れるなんておかしいと思わない？
なんて言えばいいのかしら。設計者がメイのために特別に作ったゲームだもの。
Game
お
designer?
宝がメイと関係のあるものでも自然でしょ？ それに仲間たちと遊園地で様々なアトラクションを満喫したついでに過去の体験と記憶を取り戻すなんてメイは嬉しくないの？
私は
She hesitated when she should not have. Alicia, however, seemed to have foreseen her response. She only smiled at her encouragingly. In that silence, several petals brushed past her hilt-gripping hand, taking her mind back to many years ago. At that time, her father demanded her to swing a sword 300 times a day. Despite her fatigue, the force and accuracy of her swings must not lessen, or she would have to start over after resting. To the girl who did not yet understand why she must swing, the Suburi session quickly became her most painful time of day. It took her a year to swing 300,000 times in a day. It took her a year to swing 300 times in one go. Then her father set the goal to 400 times. In comparison, the present was extremely fun, yet a few attractions somehow managed to tire her out. She tilted her head to look at Kiana and Branya. Dad of the year if he was a drinker. Well, I mean, he did go to prison, but that's because he was set up by anti-entropy. Do we know what happened to her dad after he went to prison? Is he alive still? I think he's alive still. I'm not sure, though. I don't think he's been brought up again since since this point, but I don't think he's been brought up since, like, the early chapters of the game. As she thought, they didn't say anything while she was thinking.
嬉しいかどうかについてはそうね嬉しくないことはないと思うわ
メイは優しい女の子ね。でもたまには素直になった方がよりいい結果を得られるかもしれないわよ。
It's Kevin. Oh, Alicia now has her name in quotation marks. May's starting to question everything. Good, good.
よりいい結果
May mulled over the two words and quickly sensed a subtle incongruity. They are still alive, working with A. Chapter 26 said something related to him and Sin Mal. Oh, he is still alive? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Man, chapter 26 was so long ago. Chapter 26 was... Was that during the Hersher of Domination arc? Also, welcome, Hediva. Thank you for coming to the stream. Pull up a chair here at the tavern, and I hope you enjoy the show. Let's see. May mulled over the two words and quickly sensed a subtle incongruity. If she should be honest with the dear friend, then why did she answer her so ambiguously? The start of the auto arc. Okay, so just after the end of the initial... After the initial, my brain isn't working, Hersher of Dominion. Was it because she did not want to spoil their fun? She didn't want to upset them? Or she didn't want this fake dream to end? After breaking through the foggy dizziness, she smelled reality.
エリシアあなたの言う通りねたまには素直になった方がよりいい結果を得られるわ
メイ姉様どうかしましたか？
メイ先輩一体何を言ってるの？
I just imagined something really... I'm sure it won't happen, but I just imagined, like, May being like, I know how to break this dream, and then she stabs Kiana and Branya, and I'll just be shocked. It won't happen. I know it won't. But I would be shocked if that's where they went. Someone help him. I'm so bored I'm grinding on my alt account, and all I have is... HOV. I'm grinding on my alt account, and all I have is HOV.
なんでもないわただまさかこんな稚拙な夢に振り回されてたなんて本物のキアナちゃんやブローニャちゃんに知られたらきっとからかわれるでしょうね
I'll be teased to death by the real Kiana and Branya. Hey, Hersher of the Void is great. I love her, and I still love her design. That's why she's my icon on my account.
ブローニャちゃんあなたはさっきこういう話をしたでしょ SF 映画に同じ言葉を何度も繰り返す人がいたら相手は人間じゃなくてアンドロイドだと思うってじゃああなたの言うメイ姉様だって同じじゃないのそしてキアナちゃんあなたは すごくミスが多かったわね。私が無意識にボロに気づいていないふりをしてしまうほどに。
You have so many flaws that I've been unconsciously justifying them. I mean, she's definitely a ranged character, so I can understand her playstyle being a little more boring. She needs to keep a distance to do her job well.
私がゲームに集中してた時やエリシアと会話してた時、
あら、どうやらメイは完全に逆だるまさんが転んだの法則をつかんだようね。
ええ、私が見てる時だけ反応し、私が別のところに注意を向けると動かない。だるまさんが転んだの逆バージョンって表現がぴったりね。でも全てが偽りだとしても、だってここは遊園地だもの。
The instant May pointed out the nature of the dream, the Kiana and Bronya under her watch immediately disappeared.
まるで削除ボタンを押されたような退場よね。ロマンが足りないと思わない？
そうね。久しぶりね、エリシア。はーい、
久しぶり。そう返事したいけど、おそらく私はメイが一番会いたいエリシアじゃないと思うわよ。
I find it funny how, like, God, Alicia is such a deep character, and the fact that, like, even though she is technically a dream version of Alicia who would want May to stay, throughout the entire time, her mere existence has been pointing out that she is not real and that May is in a dream. God. I can only imagine how much May would have liked for Kiana and Bronya to meet Alicia before she left. Oh. The times those girls could have had together. And I'm sure Alicia would have loved Kiana and Bronya. I think Bronya may have taken a little bit to get used to Alicia, but I think Kiana and Alicia would have been real fast friends. I would love some time here, Alicia too. Is insanely bad. Oh, you mean the Miss Pink Elf Valkyrie Valkyrie suit? Or do you mean her as a character? I've had decent luck with it. But then again, I think I got lucky and... Oh, you just don't like her that much? She was very odd at the beginning, but I grew to appreciate her. Especially what she tried to do. I'm beating that shit up? What do you mean? I'm confused now.
わかってる。ただこんな風に話してみたかっただけだから。
God, now that I think about it, this... I'm trying to dive. I just realized, technically... Trying to dive in. I'm just realizing that technically, in a sense, this is kind of twisting the knife in for May. Because this is all happening, like, mere days after May left the Elysian Realm and said goodbye to Alicia and the 13 Flame Chasers. Oh, that's gotta suck.
私、メイの願いを壊しちゃったかしら。久しぶりね、メイ。
ええ、久しぶり。
そんなに嬉しそうにしてるメイを見てると、ガイドエリの私も嬉しいわ。
ガイドエリ？妖精エリを思い出したわ。彼女の仕事はデータ室の管理者だけど、私を導いてくれたことに関してはガイドとも言えるかもしれないわね。
あら、
もう一人の私がいるの？登場の順番から考えたら、その妖精エリとやらはガイドエリの先輩のようね。でもお客さんを案内することに関して私は誰にも負けないわよ。
Her declaration made May realize something. She realized this was a dream, but it did not change anything. She was still trapped here. She could not channel her Hersher authority, and Alicia who should have disappeared alongside Kiana and Bronya.
それは私と彼女たちのあり方が違うからかもしれないわね。
Oh, can she read May's thoughts?
待って、どうして私の考えがわかるの？
あらつい。とにかく彼女たちは確実にメイ自身の夢よ。幼い頃絵に描いた友達のように、メイが信じなくなったら彼女たちの存在は完全に消えてしまうの。でも私はメイが受け継いだ刻印やこれから入手するお宝と関係がある。感受性としては純粋な存在じゃないけど、現状は安定性の方がずっと大事でしょ。
Oh yeah, and the signets are linked to the Elysian realm, which is sort of like a pseudo version of Project Stigma, sort of. Not really, but they're both really related to each other's world technologies, basically, and they're both their own little universes. And the signets are kind of like impressed upon May's being.
なるほど。そう考えると、あなたが急に現れて私の注意を引いてくれなかったら、私は逆だるまさんが転んだの世界にいる事実に気づけなかったかもしれないわね。
メイ、気を引くの方が正しいと思うわよ。
変わってないわね。
ところでメイはガイドエリのイメージにかなり満足しているみたいだけど。
まさか他のイメージもあったりするの？
もちろんよ。13種類もあってそれぞれ違うスタイルがあるの。でも私がどんな姿で現れるかはやっぱりお客さん次第なの。例えばメイの一番の仲良しが1000号だったとしたら、私はガイド1000号の姿でメイを導くことになってたわね。
Oh.
1000号で例えると思ったわ。話を戻すけど、わざと体験したことのあるアトラクションに案内したり、会話中にエリシアが話した言葉を口にしたりしたのは、全てが夢だと私に気づかせるためだったのよね。
その通りよ。でもメイはすぐに気づいてくれたわね。私の予測だとメイは3つ目のお宝を見つけた頃にやっと違和感に気づくと思ってたわ。
3つ目のお宝？それがあなたが言ってた本当のお宝なのかしら？
Guide Alicia closed her eyes and gave it some thought.
本当のお宝が何なのか、何に使うか、どう探すか、どこにあるのか、それから私はなぜ私なのか、その存在意義とは。そんな複雑な問題については。
I also learned recently that the word Hersher, May is the Hersher of lightning. The word Hersher means sovereign in German. Yeah, well, that's Hershey. that's Hershey, not Hersher. Though I am curious if you pronounce Hershey Hersher over in Germany. Probably not.
実際私にも全然わからないの。
So it's really interesting in the fact that like every Hersher is the ruler or sovereign over their domain, which also makes sense now whenever a character is like they use their sovereignty, which really explains a lot. But I still like that even though Kiana is the Hersher of the Flame Scion, she is still technically the Hersher of the Void. Kiana is like the Hersher of the Void mixed with the Hersher of Flame from the previous era. This era technically doesn't have the Hersher of Death either. And then the Hersher of Frost and the Hersher of Earth form to conjoin to become the Hersher of Stars.
つまりそのお宝を開ける瞬間にならないと本当のお宝かどうかはわからないってことね。でも何も知らないならどうして私が市内を見つけた時に。
大丈夫、ついてきて。3つ目のお宝の場所に心当たりがあるの。
心当たり？
ゲームの考案者の考えそうなところを探せばいいってことよ。例えばあそこ。
An envelope appearing to contain something important, but after opening it, only a blank, crumpled letter was found.
どういうこと？絶対に何かが隠されてるって私の勘がそう言ってたのに。
大丈夫よ。もう少し探しましょう。
What the? Something appeared to be hidden here, but a closer look revealed nothing. Oh no, we're at the roller coaster again. Oh no.
なんだかかえって効率が下がった気がするわ。
メイ、心の声が聞こえてるわよ。
A delicate, quaint wooden box.
どうしてここにあるのかしら。
Which is broken. Void itself is powerful if you use it for offensive attacks. I mean, yeah, technically. Well, what do you mean by it's broken? Like, Void itself is a broken ability? Because you can just send people to another dimension? I cast Plane Shift indefinitely. May open the box. Inside lay a violet omamori.
メイ、それは何？とても素敵ね。
Alicia is getting distant.
これはお母様が私のためにいただいてきたお守り。
Okay, 1 second. I'm curious now. What is an omamori? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Also, thank you for the follow, Leone21. Welcome to the stream. Pull up a chair and hope you enjoy. So that's what an omamori is. Okay. Got it. Yeah, just look at what happened to Otto from infinite to finite in seconds. I mean, fair. That is one of the reasons why he was looking to get Syrian's abilities for so long, is because they are just really powerful and bend the specifics of space-time. The abnormality made her stop.
ガイドエリー、あなた。
あら、少し急だけど、私やっぱり気づかれたみたいね。
あなた知ってたの？だったら私たち。
本当に最初から真相を教えてしまったら、メイが理解するよりも先に、私は異物としてこの夢から削除されるはずよ。
Right, because the dream wants her to continue dreaming.
もちろん少し特殊なやり方で、例えばメイの懐に入ってタイミングを見て、真相と私の気持ちが書かれたメモを渡したら有効かもしれないわね。でもそのやり方が実現可能だとしても、やっぱりあまり選びたくなかったの。メイがガイドさんのエリシアと一緒にキアナやブローニャと遊園地で遊びたいって願ったなら、このメットにない美しい夢を前倒しして終わらせるわけにはいかないでしょ。
Yeah.
私は
ガイドとしても刻印の延長としても、私はこれからメイと一緒に歩めないかもしれない。でも私はメイのことを信じてる。あなたならきっと本当のお宝を見つけられるはずってね。だってこの瞬間の別れはきっと今後のロマンチックな展開のためにあるんだもの。
The faraway buzz contrasted with the surrounding silence. May only stood there. A sudden sense of loss diluted her newfound joy. Whether it was the realistic illusion or a delusive reality, they would ultimately leave it once and for all. But the dream continued. After gathering herself, May went to the bench on the left and spread out the treasures she had found. A travel guidebook, an amusement park ticket, a white cat puppet, a bamboo sword, an omamori, and a blank letter.
なんて言えばいいのかしら。設計者がメイのために特別に作ったゲームだもの。お宝がメイと関係のあるものでも自然でしょ？
どうやら一つずつ細かく確認するしかなさそうね。
Just when she was about to peruse the travel guidebook, she heard another quote from Guide Alicia in her head.
どういうこと？絶対に何かが隠されてるって私の勘がそう言ってたのに。
待って。もし全てが彼女の言う通りだったら。
May closed her eyes to focus on the envelope in her hands. Now that she could not channel her Hersher authority, she could only rely on the signets inherited from the Flame Chasers. She cut off the noise and let her mind swim among the stars. I know I've seen this art like so many times now, but I just love the look of it. It is so spectacular. God, these clouds also look fantastic. I want to draw clouds like this. I have such trouble like drawing clouds and gases. Millions of stars were millions of possibilities. Wait. Is this where May gains the power of origin? No way. And the signets often pointed her toward the one that shone only for her. Yet this time, she was greeted by inky darkness. When May opened her eyes, she didn't see the words she wanted to see in the letter. What worse, she couldn't sense any lingering energy. She didn't want to question what Guide Ellie had said, much less deny her heritage. Conflicted, a thought springs to mind.
二者に問題がないのなら、問題があるのは私かもしれないわね。
She examined the letter again as a tourist. Describing it as a crumpled was perhaps too general. The letter had creases of varying lengths all over it. It was a sheer number of creases that made the letter appear crumpled. Wait a minute, are you saying that the creases are going to make words on the letter?
本当にバカだったわ。
Treasure hunting was never a game that required special powers to beat. She fell into the inertia trap at the very start.
メイはただお客さんとして満喫すればいいのよ。
ええ、その通りね。私はただ家庭を満喫して、そのついでに過去の体験と記憶を拾えばいいの。
She carefully folded the letter back along the creases. I wish there was a way to auto battle option so I could just read and watch the story without having to do tedious battles. I can understand that. I can understand that really well, actually. It's one of the things I appreciate about Honkai Star Rail is I'm fine with the battles in this because these are more interactive, but I have difficulties with the Battle of Star Rail. But I like, because I view the battles of Star Rail a little more tedious, I really appreciate their auto battle function that they added. She carefully folded the letter back along the creases. For ordinary people, this may be a challenge too difficult, but for May, this was merely a pastime. After all, origami, ikebana, chanoyu, and kendo were part of her heiress days. And with the restoration came the favorable turn she had been waiting for.
これは
Show me, what does it look like? Gradually, the paper flower came alive, bloomed, and solidified as if being framed at the height of its beauty. When the glow faded, floating before her was a pink crystal flower she couldn't be more familiar with. The time is upon us.
美しいものを迎えるために
あなたは変わることを選んだ。
What? Why are you running? Come back.
力を手にするためにあなたは我慢することを覚えた。
Also, the fact that the last time we saw Guide Alicia was at the roller coaster breaks my heart. Come on.
心と体を一つにするためにあなたは成長し始めた。
本当のお宝をここに隠すなんて確かに独創的ね。
The crystal flower stopped flying onward. Obviously, it had taken May to its destination, which was the start of the treasure hunt. It fell gently. The instant it touched the ground, it let out a puff of smoke. Then a treasure chest appeared. May understood everything when she opened the chest. Although there was nobody to show her the way out, this object must be able to.
ゲームの終点はその起点である。螺旋と同じようにね。合理的でしょ？
Oh, Villavi.
こんにちは。あらゆる刻印を受け継いだお嬢さん。お兄さんの可能性もあるのかな。
Why would you call May Mister? What do you mean?
まずクリアおめでとう。君が今見てるコンパスこそが宝探しゲームの本当のお宝で君への贈り物だよ。でも大魔術師の作品なのに一体どうやってそれを完成させたのか本当に気になるよ。大魔術師が折り紙の復元を提案した後、英傑たちみんなで挑戦したんだけど成功したのは専門家だけ。彼女の女神エリシアもできなかったんだよ。それとも刻印を受け継いだ君はもともと折り紙マスターだったりして？あ、ちょっと話がそれたかな。
Just a little bit. Just a little bit off topic.
とにかく宝探しの発動には特殊な窮地に陥ることが必要だった。そしてクリアしたご褒美に私はガイドとして君をここから出してあげる。
I apparently didn't take the screenshot while I was without dialogue.
その原理の説明はとても難しいからこれだけ覚えておくといい。
Oh, that makes sense. Since Villavi, May, and Mobius were the ones to initially come up with Project Stigma, Villavi would be one of the best people to lead someone out. That's really intelligent.
真実で虚妄を作れるなら虚妄で真実を作ることだってできるんだ。英傑の刻印を全て受け継いだ以上、君にとっては終焉も成婚計画も人類の運命の終点じゃない。そしてもう一つ、つまり彼女に関する件なんだけどやめておこう。やっぱり本当のバックドアでまた話すことにするよ。
Of course, Villavi would make a backdoor in Project Stigma.
あまり期待しすぎないでね。
Don't get my hopes up. What do you mean? After people wake up from sleep or other distractions, they must often check the compass for directions. Don't wait until you lose our way. Don't wait until we lose our way and this world to start discovering ourselves, our situation, and the infinite scope of our relationships. The pink dream gradually retreated from Raiden May's foggy mind, but the back door and the beacon left by Signets, the imaginary compass left by Villavi was being clutched by the unconscious successor.
あなたって結構頑張る人なんだね。
Fuha? Or is that Senti?
私が助けてあげる必要はないみたいだ。
That's Senti.
エリシア、ビルビー。私は長い夢を見てたの。
夢どころじゃないでしょ。30分も消えてたんだから。
Hey, Senti.
キアナちゃんとブローニャちゃんは大丈夫？
Oh! May doesn't know yet. May doesn't know that Kiana and Bianca are siblings, sort of.
大したことはないよ。このエリアを調べた時、彼女たちも幻覚を見たみたいだけど。幸い、デュランダルがすぐに気づいたから、あなたと同じ目に遭うことはなかった。さあ、動かないで。あなたの状態を確認するから。
Without hacking into May's memories, her sure of sentience examined every corner of her consciousness.
よろしい。後遺症は特にないみたいだ。キアナたちのところに行ったら？私は別の用事があるから。
待って、式の律者。
他に何か用？先に言っておくけど、私は今本当に忙しいんだ。
私が消えてたって一体どういうこと？
私がどういう状態か分かってる？
Her sure of sentience suddenly shifted the focus to herself. After seconds of confusion, her sure of thunder came to the
つま
realization.
り、今のあなたは委員長から独立した状態ってことかしら？
大雑把に言うと、今の私は一枚の羽でしかないんだ。でもその羽が一体何なのか、あなたたちは気になったりしないの？
都政の羽の一部なのよね。
じゃあ、都政の羽はどうやって作られたの？
全起源の律者コアで。まさか断りの律者の状況みたいに都政の羽の羽って実は。
Feng Huang's down feather actually be similar to the case of the Hersher of reason.
近いね。普通、羽は一種の記録装置、もしくは特殊な通信機として使えるけど、本質の話をすると、羽は律者コアの内側、虚数空間と現実をつなげる一つの接続項なんだ。ゼーレが漁師の海に消えたって話を知ってるでしょ？私の現状もさっきまであなたが体験してたこともどっちも似てる。
What's happening to me and what happened to you are similar to it.
唯一の違いは、私たちの実態を否定したのは漁師の海じゃない、虚数空間だ。ただ私のコアは生まれながらにして内外反転が得意だけど、あなたたちは苦手みたいだね。幻覚とか夢とか急に消えるとか、空間が混乱した場所で起きる生婚計画のあらゆる影響は、そういう内外反転と関係があるんだ。
やっぱりウサギの仕業なのかしら？
それはどうだろうね。さて、私は先生なんかじゃない。あなたたちの味方に科学者は何人もいるでしょ？これ以上複雑な質問は彼女たちに聞けばいい。いろいろ手伝ってあげたんだから、私もそろそろ休みたいんだ。
Her sure of sentience waved as usual and vanished once more. For some reason, May remembered a book she read in St. Freya. Long ago, I lost a hound, a claret horse, and a turtle dove. I'm still looking for them. To many travelers, I've expressed how much I miss them and described their characteristics and the calls to which they responded. I once met several people who heard the hound bark, the horse run, and even saw the turtle dove fly into the clouds. And they were eager to find them, as if they had lost them themselves. What does that mean?
まずはキアナちゃんとブローニャちゃんのところに行きましょう。
メイ先輩、
心配をかけたわね、キアナちゃん、ブローニャちゃん。
式の律者とデュランダルさんのおかげでなんとかなりました。とにかくメイ姉さんが無事でよかったです。
そうだよ。成婚計画の小細工って本当に一秒も油断できないよね。
ええ。でも危機はチャンスにもなるわ。例えばさっきのアクシデントで全文明が残してくれたバックドアに私は気づいたかもしれない。
May told the two what she had experienced in the dream.
なるほど。テスラ博士ならきっと興味があると思うよ。
テスラ博士？
本当の意味で終焉の律者と対峙するまで、ネゲントロピーの計画にはまだ改善する余地がたくさんあるって博士が言ってたのを覚えてるかな。多分メイ先輩が見つけたのはそういう改善の余地みたいなものなんじゃないかな。
でもデュランダルさんの思い出のものと同じ機能を持ってる可能性もあります。
デュランダルさんの思い出のもの？
メイ先輩はきっと驚くと思うんだけど、実はデュランダルは私に遺伝子をくれた本当のキアナだったの。彼女は事故で記憶を失って、その後もいろいろなすれ違いがあって。
Oh, I didn't expect Kiana to come out right and say it like that.
今日一緒にパパを助けに行った時に、カスラナの聖魂空間で思い出のものがあったから、やっとその事実を知ることができたんだ。
なるほど。
メイ先輩はちっとも驚いてないの？
いいえ、確かに思いもよらない出来事だけど、ブローニャちゃんも同感なのよね。
それでもブローニャはメイ姉さんよりびっくりしてたと思いますよ。でもこのことに驚いた人といえば、学園長でもその事実を知ってしばらくぼーっとしてたみたいです。
とにかくそういうこと。その思い出のものは私たちが記憶を共有した後に跡形もなく消えちゃったの。ブローニャはそのことを言いたかったんだよね。
はい。
確かにその可能性も否めないわね。ただあの13英傑のビルビーの作品だから私は信じたいと思うの。
なるほど。
みんなはここにいたのね。メイ、大丈夫だった？
学園長、すみません。みんなにも心配をかけてしまいました。
そう言わないで、メイ。無事で何よりよ。さっき四季の律者が状況を教えてくれたの。あなたたちはメイが手にしたビーコンをネゲントロピーの博士たちに調べてもらうつもりなのよね。ちょうどよかったわ。キアナとメイをソルトレイク基地に連れて行こうと思ってたの。もちろん念のため四季の律者も護衛として一緒に来てくれるそうよ。
それならセーフレイヤはしばらくブローニャが守りますね。
ええ。ジークフリートが海援城に到着した後、フカが支援しに来てくれるはずよ。今のところ海援城はとても安定してるから広報拠点として扱えるわ。
ネゲントロピー側は相当練り上げた作戦プランを用意したようですね。
そうなの。でもメイのビーコンはきっと彼らにとってもサプライズになると思うわ。
ちなみにいつ出発する予定ですか？四季の律者は休憩に行ったようですが。
約束したのに。
別に私はあなたたちに雇われたバイトなんかじゃないんだから。あなたたちがまたウサギの罠にかかっちゃうかもしれないって心優しい私が心配してなかったら、こんな仕事をすることだってなかったんだ。
Senti is such a tsundere.
四季の律者、ずっとここにいたんだ。
誰かさんが話をきちんと理解できていないみたいだからね。私が約束したのはライデン・メイを見つけて彼女とキアナを守ることで、別に一緒に行動するなんて言ってないけど。テレサ、あなたは天命の司教なんでしょ。S 級バルキリーは全部あなたの部下なのに、それでも満足できないの？
Where is Sushang?
四季の律者、あなたの権能は唯一無二のものよ。
Smart. What's the word? Compliment her. Yeah, give her praise.
当然だよ。あなたに言われるまでもない。褒めても何も出ないよ。
もちろんそうよね。だってあなたは自由な律者だもの。あなたならどんなに遠くにいようと必要な時には必ず私たちを守ってくれる。
何を？もうどうでもいい。あなたたちの本性がやっと分かった。どうにかして頼み事を引き受けてほしいだけでしょ。私がいないと何にもできないから。
み 皆さん喧嘩をやめてください。
Oh, Sela.
お嬢ちゃん、ここはあなたが出る幕じゃないよ。それに喧嘩じゃなくて、彼女たちがどうにも情けないからカウンセリングを受けてもらってただけ。
I'm gonna give them a psychotherapy session to help them suck less. Damn.
でも今はみんなで一致団結しないと誰の力が欠けてもダメです。前に会ったスーサナさんもごく普通のバルキリーでした。でも彼女がいなければ開演場の時にもっと手間がかかったはずです。
ジェール。はあ、もう勝手にして。
Hersher of Sentience shrugged in a display of her forgiveness.
ジェールの顔に免じて、これは貸しだよ。わかった？
つまりみんなと仲直りしてくれるんですね。
とにかくそんな純粋な目で見ないで。あとその変な話し方もやめて。お願いだから。
Sela. Senti cannot win against the cuteness of Sela. The cuteness and innocence.
ごめんなさい。で、そろそろ出発できそう？
どうやら大丈夫みたいね。
言っておくけど、本当に必要な時にしか手を貸さないよ。
A few hours later, at Salt Lake Base.
ボス頭、分析結果のことなんだけど、
テレサさんが持ってきた岩石のサンプルは全部分析済みだよ。簡単に言えば、星外の物性は律者コアに近い。かつては特殊な形をした虚数特異点の構成単位だったんだろうね。
The physical indicators of the unholy relic are similar to those of Hersher cores.
けど、これはあくまでも活性化できない破片だ。引き続き割り出せる情報も限られているだろう。
それについては後にして、今のケビンがどういう状態か、あるいは終焉の律者の誕生規則が何なのかについて推測できる？
ケビンの方はまだ何とも言えないが、後者についてはまずは君の認識齟齬を指摘しよう。終焉の律者は無から生まれるわけではないんだ。おそらく終焉の律者はずっと存在している。
はあ？さっき星外は活性化できない破片って言ってたじゃない。
それは間違っていない。だがケビンやフカの話によれば、終焉の権能は時間だ。
The authority of finality is time.
律者コアが虚数特異点である以上、それ自体が虚数空間の不動点だから、時間をその仕組みに加えてみると、とある結論にしかたどり着けない。終焉の律者は何らかの形で時空変換の影響を受けないようにしている。
ちょっと待って。じゃあもっと大きな矛盾が出てくるじゃない。もし終焉が時間の影響を受けないんだとしたら、成婚計画は一体どう時間を使って奴の力を奪ったわけ？
そうだね。確かに矛盾している。でも成婚計画とは結局のところ終焉と表裏一体な存在に過ぎない。
え？
ケビンの態度をフカから聞いて、僕はあることに疑問を抱いたんだ。ケビンから見て、なぜ成婚計画を実行すれば必ず崩壊に勝てるのか。
勝てないから仲間入りするだけじゃないの？
ならどうして崩壊に仲間入りする必要があると思う？
ケビンが言ってたじゃない。崩壊は法要だって。あ、
君も気づいたようだね。眉が何を指しているかはわからない。でもそれは何らかの型枠なんだと思う。成婚空間は現実と虚数空間を同化させる。それもおそらく前提を無視した強制的なやり方で。その推測が成立するなら、 ケビンが背負う終焉の権能。それはいずれ全人類に分け与えられる。その時が訪れた時、生き残った人類は終焉の影を与えられる。
その考え方でいけば、例えば新人類が支配の律者の人形だとしたら、成婚計画そのものが支配劇場を作り上げてるってことかしら。いえ、ちょっと違うわね。成婚計画は成婚覚醒者を直接操れない。ヨルムンガンドも彼らの自由が失われるはずがないって思ってる。だとすると、旧人類は支配の律者が操る人形みたいな礎。そして新人類はオットーのような存在なのね。
ああ。しかしそれは例えに過ぎない。多少不合理な部分もある。まあ、ここまで話せば、君が研究しているビーコン。その重要性も明らかになってくる。
あ、そうね。そっちの結果ばかり気にしてて、こっちのことは全然話してなかったわ。今得られる結論だけを見れば、私たちは確かにネイが見つけたビーコンを発信装置として使うことができる。ただ、ビーコンはとある存在しない対象に向かってメッセージを送り続けているみたいなの。測量結果から察するに、ビーコンはメイのコアをエネルギー源にして、とある簡単な重複信号を虚数空間に向かってずっと発信してる。簡単な重複信号が何を意味するのかまではわからないけど、発信装置のデザインを見る限り、多分受信相手を見つけられていないはず。圏外状態の携帯が必死に基地局を探しているようなものよ。
対象は起源の律者なんだろうか。
わからないわ。技術面では検証しづらいの。だって今まで本当の意味で起源の権能を見た人間はいないから。
May's technically seen it.
それよりももっと気になるのは、メイがどうしてビーコンを見つけられたのかよ。
式の律者が僕たちに注意したことと関係があるんだろうか。メイが成婚計画に狙われているだったね。
そうよ。その話とケビン本人の言動で一つ微妙なことに気づいたの。成婚計画がビーコンを作ったのか、もしくはビーコンが成婚計画の中に隠されていたのか。どちらにしてもメイが成婚計画にとって極めて特別な存在であることを示しているわ。そのことが最終的にどのような結果を手繰り寄せるのかはわからないけど、どうであろうと試してみる価値はある。
つまり天命の当初作戦のように、メイのやりたいことは第二次ムーンライトスローン計画と矛盾してはいないんだね。
Second generation project, Celine. Hello?
ええ、もちろんキアナのためでもあるしね。こうなると作戦計画の目星も大体ついたわ。長光が行っている実現の可能性に関する実験が終わったら、全員を呼んで連合作戦会議を開きましょう。ここからはド派手に行くわよ。
それも成婚計画に負けない規模で行こう。第42実験室の心情は覚えてるかい？万物の支配に大信心を持つ者はあらゆる存在を喰らえる。あの頃は実験室の壁に刻んだものだ。
Like cavemen, we carved this motto into the lab wall. This is the model we live by. This is the model we die by.
ねえ、それってジャンクフードを食べるための言い訳じゃなかったの？
そうだったかな。
とぼけないで。それを刻んだのは実験室の厨房だったわよ。
Into a lab kitchen wall. Time flew. Nowadays, perhaps Einstein only teased like her teenage self when she was around Tesla. But the 42 that she mentioned inadvertently became an apt footnote of the following operations. That would be the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Okay.
天命本部は安定しています。作戦会議への出席はいつでも可能かと。
Okay, I think we're gonna call it here. may not be able to lock certain CG in the collection if you skip. Well, bother, piffle, and all that jazz. Okay, I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a little bit of a drastic measure, but I'm gonna call the stream here. But what we're gonna do really quick, because I have a 10 pull I want to do before we end, is I'm going to just close the game really quick to boot myself out of the CG here, and then we'll get the game going again and get that poll going, and then we'll officially end the stream. So give me just a minute.
Captain on bridge. 艦長、オープンワールドは毎週一つの地図を選べるんだよ。アクティブ化しないと報酬を獲得できないからね。
I still have to get farther in this storyline. But I've been saving it because I don't know if it'll spoil anything for me in terms of like the end story of what's the
よ
word?
くできました。あとは私がやっておきますから休んでください。
The end story of
できる
part
ことは
one.
ひとまず試しましょう。
Okay, so to finish off today's stream, we're going to do to finish off today's stream, we're going to go to supply. We're going to do our dorm supply and do the 10 pull here. And then I think we'll probably do one more pull, one more 10 pull over on the I don't remember her name already. Sungcha Jovial Deception. So yeah, let's do this first. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. Okay, not bad start. It's really gonna be a nothing burger, isn't it? Yikes. A big old nothing burger. Okay. Oh well. That happens, whatever. And battlesuit supply, we'll do one more 10 pull for this one. Oh, Charlemagne. I remembered my Charlemagne. Man, another nothing burger. Yikes. Painful. Nothing new. Granted, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised considering that, like... I really shouldn't be surprised since I think all of the Valkyries I'm missing left. Words, I can't do words. I think it shouldn't be too surprising considering all the Valkyries I have left that I'm missing are all S ranks.
道は楚にして勝つ流し
I think that's it. Okay. Do I have any outfits for you? I do not.
館長からのプレゼント館長からのプレゼント
I want
大
this.
切にしますね
This outfit looks so cool. I love it. This is when Senti first, like, woke up, so to speak. Can I buy it? No, I need fucking Jesus. Need a lot more. Need a lot more of those outfit ones. Need a lot more of those ones. Alright. I think that'll be it for today's stream. Alright, YouTube, that's going to be it for today's episode. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of today's episode. Boy, howdy. I feel so bad for Teresa as the overseer because she's having such a rough go. She's so tired. Her design is cute, but she's so tired. I feel so bad for her. And then, of course, we get to see the Kianas, quote unquote Kiana and Bianca, sort of, I don't know how you would explain it, but like come to an understanding / appreciation of each other more so than they had before, and then May freaking disappears. Gods do I hate Grey Serpent. Gods do I hate him. I like that I Lambda or Hyperion Lambda was doing some good work, and she helped like wake the twins up. Thankfully the twins will be able to break free from their dreams soon, but man, I hate Grey Serpent so much. I like how Grey Serpent is just, yes, I have a purpose, I'm gonna do it, and fuck all the humans who get in the way of that purpose. And Lambda's just like, you don't understand humans, dude. It's like, I don't need to. They're a thing I need to use. I don't need to understand them to use them. Which is, I hate Grey Serpent. But, and then we have the Carnival. The Carnival with the Signets kind of talking to her through the dream, which is crazy but cool at the same time. I'm glad that May got to see like Alicia again, even if it was like only a little bit of her for a little bit. And then we got Villa V acting as a beacon for a backdoor into Project Stigma. I don't know why I said Sigma. Project Stigma. Well, they are only off by one letter, but anyway. But yeah, things I feel are going to ramp up as we head into the second half of this act next time. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a good night and good day wherever you may be. And don't worry about your spot where in the... Bleh. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good night and good day wherever you may be. And don't worry about your spot here at the tavern. We'll keep it open for you. Bye, folks. And I will see you all in the next one.